you reign!
This is the D-Generation cliX podcast with your hosts,
Who is Ravage?
Ryan Redman,
The name's Ravage. Gonna be. When you take the dynamite tactics of
Miles Kane,
Hand me that bottle cap. Hand me that paperclip. Grab that twine. Gun wrapper.
Asgard to mouth.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
and Pete.
'Cause I'm just Pete.
Welcome back to the D-Generation cliX podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, and with me as always are my co-hosts, Miles and Pete. Miles, how are you doing?
Well, Rev, my week was fantastic. I woke up every morning, I splashed on a little Brute cologne, and I immediately gained +2 confidence, +1 charisma, and immunity to all the negative map takes. By Tuesday, I was walking through Walmart like I owned the place. Wednesday, strangers were asking me for life advice. Thursday, I was pretty sure I could successfully deploy my gamma bombs, and by Friday, the Brute had me feeling so powerful, I almost entered a beauty contest just to give everyone else a chance to finish second. So overall, 10 out of 10. I smelled like success. I had poor decisions and a faint hint of 1987. That's the power of Brute.
Wow, that's amazing. Pete?
It's always hard to follow Miles, to be honest with you. I'm having a great week. We're on vacation. We're out in South Carolina. I'm on Myrtle Beach. So I'm going to be sorry for the potato audio quality because I'm on a headset, but I am staring at the ocean, and it is beautiful.
We're just glad that you were able to join us, so thank you.
Glad to be here.
I myself am still trying to recover from this last weekend and jumped right back into work, so we are going to talk about everything that happened at Origins. So before we get into that, how about a little bit of news? With Ian leaving CCO to head to WizKids, I have officially stepped into his role at CCO. That was announced this week on the Champion cliX Open page, as well as when the main event for 2027 is going to be, and that is March 31st through April 4th at the same place it's been the last 2 years. So hope to see you guys down there.
Also, I'm very excited for you, but I also think that the only reason why you're able to get it is that someone actually paid for me to send a cameo to David Newmark to tell him why you were the best for the position. And I think that was a huge reason why you were chosen.
I don't
because of the Miles
think that
cameo.
happened.
So you can go to cameo.com/MilesVerse and order your own cameo to put success in someone else's life.
Great plug. Great plug.
It's seamless.
All right, let's check in with Ali real quick, and he can tell us about his weekend. He crushed it in some BRs, so let's listen to him.
I am back and I am here to talk about my Origins run. So I had a few questions to answer, but first I want to say my Origins was very fun, and I was very sad it was over. But I had a lot of fun. I got a lot of new cool stuff, and I'm excited to get into these questions. Let's start off with the first one. So this one is from Miguel. He asked me how many chases did Ollie win in the Battle Royales? I won 7, which is No, Hybrid, Venomized Phoenix Force, Egan Rack. We're from Venom, and then I had Madeline Pride from X-Men 97, and Doctor Strange from Collector's Trove, and then Gaia from Black Panther.
Sweet.
I know that is a lot. And then my next one is from Anthony Barnstable, which is, what is Ollie's complete haul altogether? Which is Snow Globe Iceman, Joker Dragon, Cap Shield, Steel, tons of bystanders and equipment from the bystander packs, Carnage God from Miguel, my dad got me Clintar and Chase Spider-Man to finish the Venom set, Gaia, Lasher, Agony, Venom Prime, Anti-Venom Legacy card, Shriek Legacy card, Venom Captain Marvel Legacy card. I can't even name them all because I got so much.
Yeah, you brought home a ton of stuff. And the prizing for the top 4 in the Battle Royale Championship was
crazy.
Crazy, yeah. You were real happy. You ended up with, I think you listed them already in the chases, but you ended up with 2 chase boosters, the
And
Joker
then 4
Dragon,
boosters.
the Ice Globe Iceman, and then you also got 4 boosters.
And one of them contained hybrid.
And that's where you got the hybrid, yeah. So you made out.
And I got last place in that BR.
Yep, even last place took home a ton. All right, what else is, what's the next question?
The next question is from Brandon Michael Brunner. Question for our national champion, the BR champion. What special powers would you give a Blastoise HeroClix figure? I would give him Hydro Pump, which would be knockback. If Blastoise is occupying water terrain, increase damage or attack and damage +1 and generate a water terrain in the square of the hit target.
Nice.
So, I like it.
What would you think if they made a Pokemon HeroClix?
There'd be some issues.
There'd be some issues because you would need them all.
Yes. I would need them all.
What was your last question?
My last question is from
Mork Bird,
and he said, what was your strategy going into the final table for top 4? Not to be worried about the last game, and what was your favorite piece to bring home? I didn't really have a strategy going into the final BR. I was just BRing.
You were just happy to be there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my favorite piece to bring home was Null, because he's my favorite chase in Modern. Or he's my favorite chase.
Well, I think that you had a very long weekend. You were a little tired in the morning, I think.
Oh, yeah.
You did 24 total BRs.
26.
Well, before the BR championship.
Oh, yeah, before
you
the
did
BR champ.
8
yeah.
per day. And on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you ended the day in first place.
Yes, which was crazy,
Which was
I thought.
awesome. Yeah, you did great. You had an awesome weekend.
Mm-hmm. And that is it. So I am going to close out here. Bye.
All right, let's get into the Origins weekend. So Thursday was the Silver Age Championship. Now, I really did not get any practice in. I made these teams the night before I left. I'm dealing with a decent amount of real-world stuff and just was not able to focus and practice or get anything down. So I'm happy I was just able to attend. I don't have a whole lot to go down with my days. So I played Arachnite with the Power Gem, Arachnite at 100 points like usual. I had the Hydra because that's been the most fun piece that I played in a while with Avatar of Animal Man. Nico from Strange Tales, Elsa Bloodstone with the Bloodstone, Felix Faust from Wonder Woman 80, Madam Web with the Spin and Zero Ring from Beyond Amazing, the 15-point Tri-Sentinel Legacy card, a Phoenix Mobile for support, which never came into play, and a 10-point Daredevil. And then on the sideline was Agamotto for the, Prob and Outwit without Line of Fire, which was awesome on Faust. Well worth it. Fortify, Spectral Armor, Bolts of Balthak, Icy Tendrils, Shield of Seraphim, Animal Man, a couple of JLU things that I never bring in, Black Vulcan, Brainiac, Gorilla Grodd, never remember about them, and Mystery of the Strange Cube, which also I just never remember to do. So not a whole lot to talk about. I did play as my first round. He played a terrible Wakanda Hulkbuster team that made me want to not play anymore. So I had a couple of chances to attack him and missed horribly and then conceded. But right after that, I did play Dane Esposito. He had a Sky Tyrant team. A little bit more fun there. He was a fun opponent. That one I was able to take. Then I played Luke Fitz, who also had a Hydra team. And this one just came down to I was not able to KO the butterfly swap that he picked, which was Major Logan. So this one I lost 140 to 165. And then round 4, played Cornelius, who had a Kong team. This one I was actually pretty scared of. But he... I think he just kind of missed on a few of them, and I had a ton of really clutch rollouts, and then I held him in place with Hydra, Plasticity, and the the Symbiote Surfaces. So this one I do feel like should have actually beaten my team, but I was able to kind of luck out with some things in my favor, and I was able to hold out until they called time, and it was 90-50. But they only did 4 rounds of Swiss, which I think we should have at least been able to do 5. All of the events all weekend ended pretty early, so I don't know if I would have rather seen 5 rounds of Swiss or cut the top. Well, I guess there were 39, so I think I would have just rather seen 5 rounds of Swiss and then cut the top 16.
Yeah, I think that 5th round would have been nice because there was a lot of 3 and 2 or 2 and 2s. So the 5th round would have had 3 and 2. So instead of just having it's always weird to see a team that's 500 make cut.
Yeah. So I don't know. I wish we would have seen at least one more round and see how things would have played out. Let's go. What's the next silver event that we have coming up here? Probably a silver event at Worlds.
Yeah. And who knows if that's going to, we'll see if there's our changes for it or not.
Well, let's go into the top 8 for this match and we'll see what made it. We still have a decent amount of stuff that's probably going to come out before Worlds. We'll probably get, Fight for Gotham and Thunderbolt should be out too by Worlds. So we got 2 major sets before anything happens and maybe some new silver updates too. So this is probably not what we're looking at when Worlds comes, but we can still break down the top 8. Coming in 8th place was Jalen Major with an X-Men Force team. He made it with a 3 and 2, right?
2 and 2 is 2 and 2 because he made it past top 16 and then lost in top 8.
Oh, okay.
So he was 2 and 2.
So Jalen played the Camo Prime from Notorious with the Remaker and Spectral Rings, the Legacy 100-point Apocalypse, the Colossal, Butterfly, the OP Apocalypse, the Swordbearer trait, Genesis with the +1 Longsword, Copycat Bystander, Phoenix Bystander, and the 10-point Carnage Legacy card from Beyond Amazing, with Ravencroft on the sideline, Abscissa, Bizarro Green Arrow, Beezer, Lasher, Major Logan, Commissioner, and Anti-Venom as Butterfly Swap call-ins. So you pretty much have your Prime Camo as your main attacker using the bystanders from Apocalypse. And then what do you think he's going into more frequently? Lasher? And then I guess Major Logan gives him that extra boost on the rollout, though, if they share something.
I would think Major Logan. Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, you also have the Legacy Anti-Venom. Yeah, there's tons of options. I mean, even Commissioner being able to give a second attack to somebody.
Right. But there's tons of bystanders. You can you mastermind? No, you can't mastermind a Butterfly Swarm. But Camo can still use them to bounce all over the place, so I would be surprised if Camo went down very frequently. He's got Shape Change, and then the swords roll out. So, big fan of the Colossal Apocalypse. What about the 7th place team?
Yeah, in 7th, we had Ricky Prignano of the famous Flying Prignanos with Black Leopard Brigade. He made cut at, looks like, what, 3-1? Yeah, has to be 3-1. Yeah. So he did pretty good in Swiss, but he's got a Black Leopard Prime with Mjolnir, Dark Phoenix MOE swap, Eternity, Beezer Mikatakalok with the Bloodstone, Pegasus Cap with the long sword, and then he has Decky Deadpool, Clintar, Green Man with the Green Lantern ring, Wendigo, and Baby Groot with his sideline being Fortify, Abscissa, Black Flash, as well as some staples for MOE swap, Black Skull, Ghost Goblin, Kid Thanos, Mimic, as well as Scrappy Doo.
He's been playing the Black Leopard builds for quite a while, but that was before he was restricted. So I'm not sure where.
Yeah, I think he's part of the reason why Black Leopard got restricted, because he was using the Aquaman tech with the team up card to make Black Leopard just stupid.
Yeah, I could see that. And then is it really? It's I think it's just Dark Phoenix.
Super oppressive build. Yeah, just super oppressive. Like, good luck hitting it.
Well, this is where I think the map menu comes into play too, right? So he always knows he's going to be able to hit from across the map. So Dark Phoenix is making Eternity attack again. So Eternity gets 2 attacks.
Right.
Green Man's the good play because he's got the enhancement and can say no to stop clicks. Does he have any other enhancement? I don't think so.
I'm looking at him. I'm trying to see. I don't see any other enhancements.
Ducky Deadpool is really only going to be for Butterfly, I think, too, right? In this case.
No, he's just playing the Dolphin tech. Yeah, he's just playing the Dolphin tech. So that stops opposing Eternities.
Oh, yeah, it's a good call on Eternity, too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see any other enhancements. Do you?
No, I don't see any other ones.
So Eternity's only hitting for 4 damage?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
All right. Pete, what about the next one? 6.
Max Kenkel, Sinister Syndicate Squad, 4 and 2. No points to report because they don't matter anymore. 59.2% versus 61.2%. I still don't know what that means. Sandman, Chameleon, with Purity. That's interesting. Mysterio with Influence and Spin, Eternity, Peter the Hunter, Overdrive, and Scott Porter. That looks like White Shirt Porter with a Sinestro for ring. And then inside them is Toomey, My Hammer, Life Foundation, Kyle Rayner, Ra's al Ghul, the Prime, and Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, he's doing Butterfly tech, but with Chameleon to bring in that Kyle Rayner to give everyone poison to work.
Yeah, it was ruled that you can do the team-up cards on the sideline.
Yeah, because it's when revealing forces, so you're still able to. Yeah.
Well, there's nowhere on the team-up cards like the rules for the new ones. It doesn't have any rules about team-up cards anymore. You have to go searching for those.
Yeah. I hate how Life Foundation is just passive. I think that really needs to get reined in. Or just ban the team-up card because, like, let's be honest, like, people only play the team-up card just for these broken interactions. It's not because they, like, legitimately like Kyle Rayner. I don't care what anyone says. Any Kyle Rayner fans are not playing this Kyle Rayner team-up card. It's only people that want to just,
Yeah, I think I'd like to see that be addressed. It's a lot.
Instead of just banning the Kyle, like the blue Kyle, like wait, in silver, the blue Kyle's fine. It's that team-up card.
Right.
It's
Yeah, I'd rather see Life Foundation stay how it is and get rid of the Kyle team up. Then we have the team that I mentioned earlier that as played. This was a Prime Lobo team with the Wakanda Hulkbuster so that he can get all his free actions, but you only get one. Lobo had the Remaker ring, Also Eternity with Bast. Asuka from the WWE set for the WWE team ability. Vigilante with Chameleon Flute. Spider-Man from AV60, the 25.1 that gives Avengers team player, or if you're adjacent to him, he has the Wonder Woman bracelets to give Wonder Woman team ability to everyone as well. So everyone's increasing their rollouts by +2, their Super Sense rollouts. Legacy Green Lantern with the Avatar of Seth, which was kind of a neat play, and that gives everybody Mystics then. And then a Shield Operative to put the Shield team ability on the team. So very effective team with a ton of crazy team abilities. Giving everyone the WWE Grand Entrance team ability is...
Yes. I think that's what really
Something-
needs to. I know you hate the Wakanda Hulkbuster, but like let's give Miss Flowers for this. Okay. When we had states, everyone was playing the Wakanda Hulkbuster with Spot. You know? And then I did the one where giving him the Safeguard Outwit. But he went one step further and decided to team up with Prime Lobo.
Well, Spider-Man gives him also team player too, so he's getting all of the team abilities
That's what
that we
I mean,
just mentioned too. Yeah. So he's on
he's
here.
the Lobo tech.
He's fitting Avengers, Wakanda, Cosmic Energy, WWE, JLA, Hypertime, Spider-Man, JSA, KC. We said Mystics and Shield. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then-
so now if you do somehow get hit, if you do hit them through like their the KC from range, like that's what's tough. Like, do you do the KC first or do you do the Spider-Man 3 through 6?
I think you have to do the KC
Or
first, don't you?
No, because they're both evade. Would be hit. So you choose what option.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I might be thinking of his other thing. Oh, his increase the defense.
Yeah, but he does just get regular super senses because of Wonder Woman and Spider-Man. So
Yeah,
which
he'll
dubs
have,
2 stacks. So yeah, he's got 2 full rollouts.
and then he has the potential too to bring in a Skrull Spy on the sideline if something gets KO'd.
Yeah.
So very cool thought out team, but what kind of Hulkbuster can get right out of here? How about 4th place?
Yes, in 4th place we have Ant with Cable Crew. Went 5-2. Let's see what his opponents were. His opponents were a 65% win percentage, and his opponents were a 62.8%. So we have Butterfly, Prime Cable with the Universal Weapon, Black Skull MOE swap, Mr. Sinister with the Liar Ring, Sicarium Iron Man with the Surfboard, Mr. Oz and with the Darkhold, and then Eddie Munson with the Bloodstone, the Phoenix and Timebreaker. And then he also has Fortify, Abscissa, the Dark Phoenix, AV60, Jubilee, Lasher, and Major Logan and Anti-Venom as his Butterfly swaps. I guess technically he could bring in Dark Phoenix and Kid Thanos as alternate Butterfly swaps too for double MOE if he wanted. I don't know if that's ever really worth it. It does suck though that like the House of X, like Jubilee, is still on there. I just with the map menu, it's like sorry, you're gonna have to wait quite a few turns.
Yeah, that seems like a weird play. I don't think too
Maybe
many
you just like
games are getting to, what is it, 5 rounds?
Yeah, because it's your 5th turn.
Yeah. But obviously, with the small maps, Prime Cable was a huge play. And then we talked about Sicarian and Iron Man too, about his insane reach and range on a small map.
Yeah.
And knowing that you're going to be on that. What about 3rd place, Pete?
Mr. Michael Nelson Eternity outfit 6-1, 64.3 and 66.4. He played Prime A-Bomb, Butterfly, Dark Phoenix from AV60, Eternity, the Penguin from Notorious 055, Titania with the Bloodstone, Eddie Munson, Scott Porter, that's White Shirt Porter with the Sinestro 4 ring, and Madison with the Spin and Zero, and sideline was Abscissa. Bizarro Green Arrow. That's always a great play, man. So good. Black Flash, Dario Auger, also great. Strife, Ace, and Anti-Venom, Legacy, and Cosmo.
Any crazy tech here? It's just A-Bomb attacking a bunch because of Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, and then
Well,
protecting
Oh, and
Titania.
then yes, and then the Penguin giving Eternity. That was the big call, right? It was Penguin giving Eternity, Energy Explosion, and is it Precision Strike? Energy Explosion and Knockback, or Precision Strike.
it's hard to criticize somebody that went 6-1, but the sideline's interesting. Dario Auger, Anti-Venom, and Cosmo kind of all similar. Yeah. So what are you calling in? What makes the difference?
So Dario was a play to specifically go against team abilities specifically, whereas Cosmo is going to be more of a cosmic energy piece that you can't target, like maybe Kong.
Yeah, Dario's like an answer to the Prime Lobo tech.
Yeah. And then what was the other one that you said? Ace?
No, Legacy Anti-Venom.
Oh, the power thing again too. And he might have two added some things just to deal with Chair Panther, so he had some options there.
Yeah, Dario Auger is a great play against Lobo.
That it was. He
Cool team.
he was able to take Az
Yep.
out in top 4, I think it was. Or top 8. No, top 8.
Yeah, I think it was top 8. Yeah, Auger was and as Dice just failed him too. It was it was something to behold.
Then second place was Isaac J with a scientist team. This was the Swamp Thing from Masters of Time with the Venomax. Oh, that's pretty nasty. With the attacking from across the map. Man Thing from Next Phase, the A side, Eternity, Poison Ivy from the iconic set with the Red Lantern Ring, Flash from Wonder Woman 80 with the octopus arms, the notorious Harley Quinn that pings you if you don't die, you heal, but she's got the Bloodstone, so you do not get to heal that back. Black Shirt Porter, Copycat, and Weasel, and then Reverse Flash, Black Flash on the sideline with Amanda Waller, Abscissa, Mind Gem, and a Sentinel. So lots of damage potential from across the map. You have Man Thing's going to be putting 4 plant terrain markers down. Poison Ivy gets to double down on that. We just also saw the ruling where even if you cover these things up, you can still draw the range to make a new plant marker with her as well. So a little harder to stop that. But you have, what is it? Swamp Thing Flurry, or no?
No, Swamp Thing does not, but he has the free make an attack.
There it is, yeah, okay.
If they occupy.
But he doesn't get to make that other attack. So it's just 1 attack from free, right? But he's got 4 damage, and he's got the Venomax, so you can't stay next to your team. Otherwise, you get 2 people taking 4 damage exploit, and then Poison Ivy's able to give...
powers.
Oh, shoot, that's right,
so
yeah.
he can get up to 7. He can get up to 7 damage, and he doesn't have to split that because of the Venomax.
Right. And then he's got the penetrating poison through Poison Ivy. So, yeah, this is a scary team you got to go get right away. He had he went undefeated until the last round then, because the winner was Jacob Bishop. Do you want to go over his team, Miles?
Yep. And then first we have Jacob Bishop. I think that his team was really great. So Jacob Bishop is playing Hadariya with Universal Weapon. Oh, wait. No, this is Jacob A. Bishop. He was last place. My bad. Yes. Jacob Bishop simultaneously made first and last place in silver. Let me go to the correct Jacob Bishop. So the Jacob Bishop that did win it going first had Sinestro Squad with Prime Sinestro with Influence and Remaker Ring. Doom Swap, DJ Doom with the Time Platform. Harry Leland with the Emotional Modifier. John Constantine with the Spin. Kong. And then Legacy Daredevil with the Bloodstone at 10 points. His sideline was Mind Gem, Ravencroft Institute, Fellowship, Resolve of the Green, Black Vulcan, and then a few Doom swap options with Robot Doom, which is all uppercase Doom, and Lord Doom, and then Scrappy Doom. This is a team that's just limits what your opponent can do.
So I think we've been seeing Prime Sinestro when he is played at 50 points, and I like that we finally saw him at 100 points, and he won.
Yeah, he did really good at Worlds last year too. I think he made top 4 with a similar team to this, with playing Sinestro at full.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's nice that he was able to finish it out. I just think it really does suck though that he wins the event and then the other Jacob Bishop tries to take all the credit by getting last place. So we have a Jacob Bishop silver sandwich.
It's terrible.
We do.
So Harry
The same.
Leland with the emotional modifier is potentially bringing things down by 3 if they move within 4 squares.
By himself.
Just by himself.
Well, no,
he can't positively modify.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's not just place, it is move, right? So if they come to charge at him.
Opposing characters within 4 squares modify their attack and damage -2 if they have moved this turn. And opposing characters can't be placed from elsewhere on the map within 4 squares of him. So they have to move it, it'll get him.
Yeah.
And then the emotional modifier, he's probably picking, obviously, opposing attack -1.
Attack.
So yeah, they're going to come in with -3 attack, and it's impossible to modify that anymore. So yeah, that's insane play with the Prime Sinestro.
Yeah, the 18 defense doesn't feel too bad now.
No, especially when you can't
12
prob
attack?
either.
Yeah.
And then Kong's still there to smash. So yeah, very, very good team. What did it actually lose to though?
It was a weird game.
Michael Nelson's team, 400 to 125. So that Abomination Dark Phoenix team. So I'm guessing.
Well, he's only doing max 1 damage with Titania, the super strength or anything. So yeah, and then you have an Eternity that's able to shoot through the map. So I'm betting what probably happened is his Doom dice were really high. He probably rolled like a 5 and a 6 or something.
Yeah.
So then you definitely want to replace Michael's dice.
Yeah, that's the only thing he's lost to.
Yeah, and then he beat it in the rematch in top 4, 125 to 100. So, yeah, something had to have happened for it to beat 400.
Congrats to Jacob Bishop for winning the Nationals Silver event. So that was Thursday. Friday was the Chase Booster Team Sealed event with Venom. We had a Chase Booster from Venom and a Brick of Venom. We had Az playing the Loki Chase that I think was in our Chase Booster, I want to say. And then I think Clintar was in our Brick. Or the other way around, I don't know. But he ended up playing those. I think he went 5-0 for the day, it looks like. And then I went 2-3 with a Symbiote team that had Rex Strickland and 2 Phages, a Riot, and then a Private Detective for the Outwits. And then Michael played a kind of mishmash of Malekith, Codex, and I forget what else was on his team. But I feel like I
don't know how he went 1-4. Malekith is good. He's just good.
The teams I went up to were terrible counters for me. I went up against a Prime Scream that took away my biggest thing is being able to have those rollouts, and Scream just says no rollouts for me. And then another one was going up against, I think, 2 different Clintar teams. So that was hard to get over the probs when all I had was the roll a single D6 again with the Life Foundation trait. And then what was the other big counter?
Green takes away rollouts?
Scream? If she's adjacent, if she's adjacent, you don't get... What is it?
Oh, can't use plasticity or shape change. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and that's my big thing was shape change. So not being able to have that
Well,
was rough, and I just could not hit a 6.
Yeah.
And then by the end, this is why I don't like sealed. By the end, you're playing people with the best stuff, and it just did not go my way also. But I forget what other
It
counter
was
I had
cool seeing
too.
you on stream. You didn't hear Calder talking, but he was talking your team up, and he's like, "Man, I don't know how Logan even beats this. He was like, when you lost, he's like, I did not see that coming. He's like, Ryan's team was so much better.
I don't think that's true. Oh no, that was the other
I didn't
counter.
think so either.
He had
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Yeah,
he had prime anti venom. So again, no shape change on my part because of that.
Chase Venom with him.
Chase Venom, and then he also had Scorpion, the super rare. So it just totally blew in like 2 or 3 outwits. So yeah, it totally blew my team out of the water.
And the one chance you had to try and get points, he just sewer retreated.
Right.
Like you did 6 damage, and it's like, really? Yeah.
But fun game. Logan's a fun opponent, so it was still a good one.
Yeah.
And getting top 4 was not bad at all. Then on Saturday was the U.S. National Championship. Again, I just kind of threw something together super fast the night before. I ended up playing Prime Abomination for the first time ever. Lernian Hydra with the Avatar of Animal Man. Anti-Venom Legacy with the Bloodstone. Figuring he's going to be a target anyway, so let's make him a super target. And then Copycat, the Kanto Pog for Perplex, and Phoenix Pog. Sideline was Images of Icon, practice teamwork so that I could bring Anti-Venom up with Abomination or Hydra. And then the Shield of the Seraphim, Resolve of the Green, Spectral Armor, and Animal Man. So, started off against a Blue Beetle team with the Captain America Colosseum cap spot, so super offensive team, but again, small maps, or the map, the map menu limited what he could pick, so we went to Life Foundation Lab, and I went first, so I was able to get into his Colosseum right away, and things just went my way pretty quick, I would say. So I won that one. Then I played Joseph Harrison in round 2, and he had Prime Rogue and Hidari Yao as a team up, and he missed some pretty rough attacks, and I was able to kind of pin him down with the Symbiote Surface and Plasticity with Animal Man on the Hydra, with Rogue, so kind of like what I did to Kong 2 days before, and between his dice and what I was able to do with Hydra, I took this one 60-25. Then I played Denny's team, who was a Justice League team that has Green Torch coming out from across the map carrying Batman with Barry Allen team up, and then sending out Green Torch. I was able to stop the assist from another world, bringing out another one by surrounding him, but that was all that was. Lost that one, 195-0. Lost against Randy Carter's team, who was another. No, this is not Justice League. This was past Avengers, and it utilized the Reverse Flash and Black Flash with the Bloodstone. So Hydra got one turned because you can just ping him and then take extra damage with the Bloodstone and Black Flash. That one was rough. Then I played Andrew Parker. He had a neat team with the starter Batman with Mjolnir, Cable with the Universal Weapon, the Chase Sinister with the Bloodstone, Chair Panther, and Alfred Pennyworth. So he was able to just really just keep hitting me. And this one was rough. I did not hit one willpower with my Hydra. It was just 1s and 2s over and over and over again. And then 6th round, I played against Cornelius again, who I played against Silver earlier. He had a main force Beetlejuice team. So this one was not able to choose anything with Animal Man or Heal. So Hydra was pretty worthless. And that was where I ended my day. So started off 2-0 and then proceeded to lose the next 4 matches.
So do you think if you would have used Brute that it might have helped your chances of winning some games?
Sure.
No, yeah, I was and I talked to you a little about this. I think it was weird how you winning your second game actually like put you in a trajectory that just like completely like destroyed your chances. And it's you never want to go into saying, okay, I need to lose one of these first 2 games. But it's when you look back at it, it's insane. Yeah, the luck was not on your side for those matchups. Those matchups are just killer. I mean, you have the
Well,
Batman.
round 3, like again, the map menu was absolutely terrible. So being able to just take Flash and run across the map, place whoever you want, and then bring in a what's green torch at the top?
275.
So you're basically just dropping a 275 point piece that can flurry the team because he's getting literally wherever he wants. So this was a perfect example of why the map menu is absolutely terrible. So
Yeah, and I think that it's going to be interesting that if the map menu brings back some big maps that I don't think the Green Torch team. It's really really good, but I don't think it's as oppressive when you have big maps in there because, like you said, like you need to sell out real hard to make sure you get that Green Torch full map on a big map. You don't even have to try on a small map. Like the best thing you can do is, like you said, body block, and that just still puts you in a bad position because the only thing you're doing is okay. I don't want to fight another Green Torch, but at the same time, you're now clustered and they get to do what they have their way with you the next turn. So it's a lose-lose situation. It's a no-win scenario,
So
as Captain Kirk would say.
he's got the if you play that Barry Allen at 50 points with the team up card, and all it takes is the Fenix Pog, and you literally just share a keyword with anybody. He just gets to move for 10. He's got improved movement, elevated, and blocking without destroying it, and then you just place a character. I mean, this is very similar to Blackheart, right? Where you just place whatever you want, and then they just get to go to town on the team.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what it is. Yeah, I mean, sure, it's a power action, but it's like his power place or move through everything is better than Blackheart's just place.
It's a 10 range.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and it's also one of the iconics, and I'm still curious if the iconics actually ever got like true play testing. Maybe the regular figure did, I doubt it, but yeah, that drop off is yes. I don't I guess it's they just want you to just roll dice and get in the middle of the map or into your opponent's starting area. And that's what I felt like with the map menu as well.
But I will say this whole event really made me start hating the Bloodstone, where it's either getting abused with Black Flash, or it just really makes a couple pieces way worse. Like it kills with the what did they just ban from one shots? Hydra lost access to what was the one that made him immune?
Crimson Bands.
Yeah, so that one was a big one. So now losing that one and not being able to heal with Bloodstone, and then also with that being a free Beetlejuice can just shut it down too. So I don't think he's playable anymore.
Even that, the Bloodstone with the speedsters just one turns them.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, who cares if you can reduce damage? It's precision strike. You're taking this amount of damage.
Right.
Period. Like, there's no way to stop it.
So it was a pretty rough gauntlet to run through as it kept going. And I think that it really limits what you can play right now again. All right, let's go to the top 8 here, though. So top 8 was Michael Nelson. He was the only person to do well with just a straight Null team. It was just Null, Avatar of Animal Man, and Matter Eater Lad. And then sideline was the Unstoppable one shot so that Null can get improved movement for a turn, which is smart. Animal Man, Ares, Beetlejuice, Hybrid, and Mimic. Why is Hybrid there? Oh, for if he brings out two people that can get KO'd.
Yeah, he brings out 2 lashers
Yeah.
if he wants. I doubt it's ever, but it's whatever.
Yeah,
He
I'd be
might want to
surprised.
just for fun. Yeah.
So he was the only one to go with a good record with Null. I think more people were
Yeah, he
afraid
started
of him.
4-0 and then finished the day. What did he win? I think he won top 16, right?
He made it to 8th. That was 8th place.
Yeah, so he got through top 16, and then he went and then he lost to a juice team. But he beat 2 of the exact same teams during Swiss.
What do you think
So
he
went
was
2-2 against
taken off with Matter Eater Lad more frequently? That's a interesting play.
Yeah, I wonder. What do you think he was taking away? Because this gets around first turn immunity, by the way.
Oh, probably the Bloodstone, actually. That's probably his biggest target, right?
Oh, it's always the Bloodstone.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
it's the
were. I thought you were
Bloodstone.
being just joking. Yeah. He sends out whether he's first player or second player. His first chance, he sends Mary Lad all the way out there. There was one game where someone put the Sentinel head like close to his starting area, so I guess they thought they were going to be able to make it against him. So he TK'd Matter Eater Lad adjacent, and he's like, "All right, we're gonna free eat this." And then he moved full speed, sidestepped, and then ate the Bloodstone. So the 2 weaknesses of Null, the Sentinel head and Bloodstone, were gone. And he also gets Spider-Man family, so if you do want to go for an attack, he does get a 4 through 6 senses because he has traded senses.
Wow. Yeah, so solid play with Matter Eater Lad and Null. Not a combo I was expecting. But yeah, this again, map wide, board wide effects are just not enjoyable.
Yeah.
What about 7th place, Miles?
Yeah, in 7th place, we got the lovely Jacob Bishop, and not 39th place Jacob Bishop, but the silver national champion Jacob Bishop, with Rogue roster going 6-2. At 61.1% win rate of his opponents, and they were 55.4% of his opponents. So let's see what we got here. He has a Prime Rogue with Destroyer, Nico Minoru with the Bloodstone, Ancient One with Universal Weapon, Chair Panther with Ring of TK, Copycat and Tri-Sentinel with Mind Gem, Fortify, Spectral Armor, Bolt of Ballsack, Images of Icons, Shield of the Seraphim, Abscissa, Beetlejuiceberg, and Mimic on his sideline.
I think this is the only rogue, right, to make the top 16 even?
Yeah, I didn't even really see a lot of rogues being played.
That's crazy.
No, I'm sorry. There's one other one in that was 9th. But yeah, not what I was expecting either. I expected way more. But I wonder if does Null just Eater or not? Sorry, Null. I know people are going in expecting to go up against the Beetlejuice and double Eganrack team.
I don't think anyone was really expecting it to be the double Egan rack. And so I think the people that you would have thought would have originally played Rogue pivoted and played the double Egan rack juice team. I think that's why we saw less of Rogue, because we would usually play those, decided to go the double Egan rack juice game. So she was on 9 teams.
How many made top 16? 3?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking right now. So what? It's top 16, main force, top 16. We'll see. Two.
Yeah, that's relatively low. All right, let's keep it moving. We got 6th place, Gabe Bishop with a Darkside Troop team. So this was the Darkside from... Oh, it's the LE Darkside with the Sinestro Core Ring. Granny Goodness from the iconic set, that legacy card. She had Avatar of Animal Man, Apocalypse from the same iconic set, the Prime Varen Von Strucker, 2 Parademons from the LEs, and then one that, no, sorry, 1 LE, and the other 2 are the ones that come in the sets, right?
Yeah, so he's the only person. This is the only person to beat the winning team, and the winning team didn't get a chance at getting that rubber match. So what could have been? Gabe Bischoff, Eric Bischoff's nephew, is the greatest player of all time with Darkside Trooper.
So super cool team.
Yes.
And using the Parademons on Apocalypse instead of using them with Eternity, so that's nice to see. And one of the only people I think that I saw play Jericho Drum.
There was a few, but yeah, that's Jericho Drum is the interesting counter to a lot of things in the meta, especially Eternity. Like, it does suck because they have to KO something, but with Jericho Drum on the sideline, it's like, okay, they're going to have to try and go after your heavy hitters instead of having him try and ping a piece. Because now we're like, okay, you're not making this attack.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you went up against the Gatling gun team, which I think there was one of them here. So they try to KO everything, and the moment they KO something, you're like, all right, the Gatling gun tech is done for 2 turns.
And then Apocalypse can bring out those bystanders, the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Von Strucker is making more potential goons off of that, or if a Parademon dies.
Yeah, Parademon gets to roll twice, and then if so all you need to do is, like, if a Parademon dies, you get to roll the expendable goon trait for them, and then you get to roll one from Baron Strucker. And Baron Strucker can then make another Parademon that will gain the Hydra keyword, which means that it will then have Mystics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very cool team. Pete, what about 5th place?
Dylan Kassenbaum, Avengers Army, 6-2, 66.3%, over 58.5%. He-Man Molly West, the +1 Longsword, Flash Raptor with the Avatar of Animal Man, Nico Manure with the Bloodstone, Reverse Flash with Venom's Axe, Stevie Quartet's Captain America with the Owner, Copycat, Phoenix Mobile, and the Phoenix, and then his sideline was the Avengers Charter. That's cool to see that get played. Fortify Resolve with the Green Spectral Armor, Bolts of Ballsack, Enemies of Icon, and Shielded Seraphim, Animal Man, and Black. So a lot of free damage, a lot of not healing, a lot of speedsters doing speedster things.
So what is it? Caveman Wally West, Flash Raptor, Reverse Flash, all being able to trigger Black Flash as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then themed with the Captain America for past Avengers. Then Isaac J played Sinister Syndicate Squad. This was the 75-point Chase Sandman from Spider-Verse, Spot from Spider-Verse with the Avatar of Animal Man, Mysterio with the Bloodstone, Eternity with Avatar Bast, Copycat Bystander, and a Shield Operative with Mind Gem, Fortify, Animal Man, Bast, Black Flash, and Reverse Flash on the sideline. So being able to utilize Sinister Syndicate and the free poisons. What about... I wonder what he ran into. Did he not run into many of the teams that won? Because I feel like that is definitely what knocked him out. I think it was Isaac's team.
Let's see. He beat an Avengers Army, beat a Mystical Mob from Robert Gallagher, which, yeah, that wasn't one of the teams. Round 4, he did play against Caleb. So that was his other loss.
Oh, yeah. So his only other loss was against that team then. Or no, sorry.
Yeah.
He lost against Denny's team also.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But yeah, the Beetlejuice teams obviously shut that down quite a bit. So yeah, those were 2 of his losses right there. But I didn't see too many people playing the Sinister Syndicate stuff. I went over Denny's team a little bit already. This was the Chase Hal Jordan that gives the critical hits on a 10 through 12. It's a Justice League themed team. He had the Blue Lantern ring. Barry Allen with that team up card that gives everybody super senses and that can place after. He had the Destroyer armor. And then Space Batman with the Avatar of Animal Man. Eternity with the Avatar Bast. Madame Xanadu with the Ring of TK. And a Phoenix Pog with the assist from Another World. And then 3 green torches so that you can assist from Another World and bring another green torch out. And then hard to shut down with Chair Panther since there's 3 of them. And then, Pete, do you want to go over the second place team?
I do. Caleb Reddick, Monster Mob, 9-1, 70%, 63%. I do have to say, of the amazing photos coming from the weekend, Caleb favors Beetlejuice much more than the other guy, honestly. Right?
Yeah, because he's more scraggly looking. 100% agree.
Yeah. The hair, like the skinny frame, like it's got some good Michael Keaton vibes there. All right, he played it. He did it. Beetlejuiceburg, Avatar of Animal Man. He can interact with the Bloodstone. He can interact with Venom's Axe, Ravencroft, Fellowship, Spectral Armor, Animal Man, Mimic, and Poseidon. And no fun to be had here.
So that's a cool team.
You think that team's cool? Wait till you see the next team.
I can't wait. What's the next team,
Yeah.
Miles?
Oh, the next team is the winner, Isaac AB. So he's playing Beetlejuice too, yes, with Avatar of Animal Man. But he has an Egan rack with Destroyer armor, an Egan rack with a longsword, and then the Phoenix Pog, as well as the Fellowship, Fortify, and Life Foundation one-shots, and Ares and Mimic on the sideline. So, is it the same? I think it's very different. I think both these teams function completely different from start to finish. I don't want people to think that this is kind of crazy that we finally got a mirror match in the finals of a big event. I don't think that is the sky is falling thing. I don't think we need to even really look at that. I think it's totally fine.
I'm just excited that we see this team probably going to get replicated time and time again now until Beetlejuice rotates.
Yeah, but see, you should actually like
tires.
that because now okay, this is what people are playing. So you just know what to
No,
play.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Get ready for it.
Yeah,
Unless
so
something comes out the next 2 sets, right?
is there going to be something that comes out from the next 2 sets that lets you take free actions even if opponent says you can't?
That's exactly what I was going to say, Miles.
Here's a free action that shuts down your opponent's ability to not let you have free actions.
There's a piece that just says if you can't take your free actions, you can take your free actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun at Worlds, kids. Play Modern.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But congrats to Isaac for winning. I think, did he win last year? Or no, he came in second last year.
No. He got second last year, yeah.
And congratulations to Caleb for having a second career as a Beetlejuice impersonator.
Yeah, and I think the difference between Caleb and Isaac, since the teams are so similar, is that if I had to put money on it, I would say that Isaac didn't win with skill. He won with secondhand brute exposure. So that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
I think brute is what actually won it.
And then going on all weekend was the Battle Royale Championship. And if you're following that, Ollie was actually able to stay in first place Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, earning a spot in the top 4. But unfortunately, he was not able to pull out the win in the end and came in fourth with that. But he was super excited.
It took 3 grown men to take down one Kid Chaos. I mean, I think that is in and of itself a success.
Well, I agree completely. Like the kid got to the championship match, and he's going to learn from it and come back better next time. But I mean, what a dominant run to get to there in first place for multiple days in a very competitive battle royal field. Good for you, Ollie. I'm very proud of you.
I would say I do think that the BR Championship should get a little bit revamped. You have people that are grinding literally all weekend for that final match, and just to come down to the basically the pulls and the I don't know.
It is, yeah. It's yeah. That's BRs as a whole. But you know what? There's a few BR players that try and talk about modern as pay to win. That conversation no longer exists now. You guys have your pay to win championship now, so we're good to go.
I don't know. I think that having everything right on that one BR, where it ended up just being the person that pulled the super rare won, and the rest of the pulls
Yeah.
were a little bit weak. And so to grind all of your BRs, Oliver played in 24 BRs, and then I know one other person played 24 BRs, and then I think it was like maybe 21 and 17. I think, does that sound right?
Yeah, it was 17 or something, yeah.
So
Because Ricardo, the one that ended up winning, I know he played the least amount. I don't think he was there the first day.
I'm not sure, what they ended up getting there, but to have it all come down to just that one game, and the person that pulls the super rare ends up taking it. I think really just finding who won the most over the course of the weekend, or who did the best. Even though it is relatively pay to win because you still have to play in a bunch of them, over the course of time, you still have that curve of, your pulls, your opponents, the way things went. And I think that that's actually a way better showing of who is the BR champion versus, just pulling something really good in the last match and winning.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting. Whoever had the most wins throughout that weekend. So, like, that way you can, if you have someone that plays only 10 BRs, but they won all 10.
Doesn't that sound more
Compared to, like,
realistic? Yeah.
it does, because then it's like, okay, you have somebody that grinded, let's say, like, Ollie, for instance, played grind 27. He got first 3 of those 27 times, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that's what he did. It's just, theoretically, I'm sure he got first quite a few times for the amount of points that he had.
Or maybe even
Yeah.
they just take like you have your best 10 games go towards the BR championship or something like that. So if you grind more, you have the potential to have a better average. Or maybe 12, I don't know, but I don't know. Just I was not a fan of the way that it came
does.
down to just that one match. So
Oh,
Ali was in first
I like
3 days in a row.
I like the idea of handing out like pricing based on how people did overall when they're grinding it, and I also like the last battle royal match being completely separate with separate pricing. Like you fought so hard to get here, now here we're just gonna throw pricing into your lap. You guys are one of the last 4, so walk out here with something incredible, right? Like that'd be super cool to see. Because it doesn't take away from the people that played battle royals the whole time. It doesn't take away from people that went 10-0 in their 10 battle royals. Like they got something based on rankings, but they still get like the golden ticket in the last match to get something super cool.
And prizing was really good. Like Oliver left very happy. He got everything he wanted pretty much by the end. So he was stoked. But I think it would have been cool to see him walk away with the first place championship. Obviously,
I still consider him that's the overall BR champion is him. So
yeah, he was able to stay in that spot
points
the entire time. So
I
he
think
killed
even
it.
even if you only give him the 1 point for getting 4th in the finals, I still think that he beats them pretty handily still, right?
He had a great week
Getting
and a
closer
great
towards the
weekend.
end.
He had fun.
Oh, he had a blast. Yeah, he always gets sad when it's time to leave. It's hard for him. But what did you guys think as a whole? Did you hear any drama or negativity from home?
No, but what I did do though is I did look at the standings and I came to the same conclusion I came to every year. The best strategy is winning games. I've been looking for alternatives, but I haven't found one yet. So winning games is how you do the best.
Well, thanks for that insight, Miles.
Yeah.
That's cutting edge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a lot of them. So you've got questions, we've got answers.
Your ass better call somebody.
First, we have Josiah Garvizu. What was the coolest team to make top cut at Nats? My vote is Gabe's Dark Side team. I would have to agree with that. I know we only went over the top 8. Do you guys think that there was another team that made top 16 that was any better than that one, or neater?
I think Josiah's, honestly, like, let's be honest. He brought Red Dragon to top 16. One loss in Swiss.
That is true. I forgot about that one since we didn't go over
And that was only the Juice team. And Josiah is absolutely right. Gabe's team was amazing. But, like, let's not take away the fact that you sacrificed playing Sinestro at 100 so you could get Red Dragon, baby.
Yeah, Red Dragon's not bad. I think he just needs a little bit of time to unlock, but he's good.
Well, I mean, it's hard to take away from, like, Josiah. So Josiah's only loss in Swiss was against a Juice team that just, shut down the free actions. And then his next loss was against a Knoll. And, that makes sense. I mean, Knoll's kind of hard to beat. So, I mean, realistically, I don't think the team could have functioned any better in the field than it did.
Right.
I think, yeah. Super simple team, but great. I mean, you had Young Dragon at 100, Solaris at 75 with Animal Man, Constantine with a Ring of TK, and then Prime Sinestro with Sinestro Ring, and you have the Fellowship, Fortify, and Resolve one-shots. So, yeah.
And
he also had the Dumpster Fire. So, yeah. Good luck making a good attack.
And let's not forget, too, Stephen Clark's Galactus team, too, that also made cut.
Yes, the only 2-2 team after 4 games that made cut. That is something I think that Steven should be proud of. Every team besides Steven that made cut went 3-1 minimum after 4 games. And so if you want to say that the comeback tech is gone, I want to say that if you start 0-2, sure. I think 2-2 is now the new 0-2. Because out of one team, out of all 16 teams, only one team started 2-2, and that was Steven. So Steven would have been the underdog to make cut. So with strength schedule.
Pete, out of all the teams from top 16, who was the coolest to you?
Well, I liked everyone you guys talked about, but I really like Gabe's team the most. I love that Dark Side team. That's just such a great piece to get played that way, and very surprising. And he had a great day, so congratulations.
Yeah, those are the builds that I like to see. Then we get Jacob A. Bishop. How much of an effect did the map menu have on which teams topped Modern and Silver?
How heavy was the Alpha Strike all day?
Oh, everybody was able to make it across the map pretty much.
Yeah, so let me just look at who won going first. I mean, that's really your answer, right?
Would you like to know the winning percentage of post-cut first player with the map menu in effect for Modern?
Sure.
I would.
67%.
That sounds right.
In Swiss, it was, I believe, 56%. But 67% of the time, and the map menu, and this is what I've harped on for the longest, I don't know, you look at the winning percentage and everything, it's not the first player that, benefits, or, gets hurt from it. It's second player is the one that picks the map. So it's a phantom number to really talk about maps. Like, that's not first player's fault that, player 2 is going to put him on a map that they can't survive an alpha from. And when you look at it, as much as I know
what the
Rebel
map menu
hates
did, though, is that put them on the map where they just
I know,
get
but this is, but this is the entire point, though, is that it did, regardless of the map menu or no map menu, like all this did was make first player win even more. I still think that the best defense is almost like an offense. If a team can get to you, why make it harder for you to retaliate towards them?
So
right. So play the open map.
You have to play these open maps.
Yeah, don't play anything where it's going to slow your team down to try to get points back, because you're getting destroyed in your starting area, right?
So the two teams made the finals.
Yeah.
You look at them; they have no alpha. They have to break first turn immunity to be able to even get you turn 2. People are still putting them on defensive maps. During the stream, I saw 2 maps: Vibranium Mines and Island Prison. Just those 2, like on stream, and that team can't get to you. Like that's exactly why that you need like an open map, because they have to go halfway through the map, and they still put them on a map that they could use defensively to hide behind things. So the second player didn't help them at all. In their case, all they did was help first player.
The map menu is basically like the vote that they had on South Park for mascots, where you can either pick a douche or a turd sandwich. That's pretty much the equivalent of the map menu.
So
yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah. As the Royal Nor of great maps, I agree. There's no point. There's no blocking. There's no elevated. Don't do it to yourself. Everybody on a grid, white squares, and just punch each other, because that's what they want you to do anyway.
But now I'm going to tell you why they did the map menu, I think. And
I feel like 67% low. Like, I'm surprised that that's the win percentages. I feel like it should have been 75 or higher.
This is the first event that we've had in I can't remember how long, where if you go to the standings, it's not characters. It's Monster Mob. So Monster, Justice League, Sinister Syndicate, Avengers. So the top 5 teams are all theme. The teams that aren't are you have 3 straight or 4 straight. You have Darkseid, Troop, Rogue, unthemed, Null unthemed, Rogue unthemed. And yeah, then you start going to the unthemes. But for the bottom, like right after that. But the top 5 are all theme. So the map menus, they're like, oh, we're gonna make them play theme. But at the same time, like all you're doing is you just made it even worse. Like first player just won even more. The average like post cut first player was winning about like maybe 58 to 60%, and that jumped up to 67%. This is with 100+ games played, which is hilarious.
The other analogy that works really well is that Always Sunny one, where it's like talking about politics, and he's like, who am I going to vote for? The Democrat that's going to blast me in the ass, or the Republican who's going to blast me in the ass? That's also the equivalent of the map menu. It's just one big ass blasting.
Yeah, and so this is when you just need to embrace wide open maps. Basketball court, honestly, would have been the best map to place these juice teams on, and everyone decided to. So no, we're going to put you on a defense.
Yeah, you helped them out by letting them be defensive. Don't let them be defensive.
You know what I like less than not being able to play my team? I also like not being able to hit you.
Blocking?
So to make it easier to get to me.
The plus side of going second is that you lose half your team right away, so you have less choices to make when it's your turn, and the game's done faster.
Well, not against the juice teams, because they don't have an alpha.
Well, because they don't care if they get hit, because they just mastermind to someone that reduces pen damage over and over again.
That lets you not be able to use your equipment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fine. You could be just a couple of sidestepping turtle sloths, and it doesn't matter. You can just take a beating.
Man, I hope the map menu is one map at Worlds. Everybody plays on one map.
That's what they should do. Might as well.
I hope it's the starter set maps from 2024.
That's going to be, the back side, the back of the starter. You're rubbing played on just a grid. Just an open grid.
Now that we have seen it in practice, how could they use the feedback from Nats to change what's on the map menu and make the one for Worlds better? First, we need big maps for Silver, and then we also need more defensive maps. Those are, I think, my biggest takeaways. And then also, give me back my neoprene maps.
So this is Worlds.
Yes.
You don't have a map menu for Worlds. This is a Worlds Championship. You don't limit game elements.
I like that.
Period. You want to do it for Nationals as a joke, whatever. This is a Worlds Championship. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it was. Like you said, it was you were either getting rammed in the ass by the Democrats or rammed in the ass by the Republicans. Okay, now this is the World's Championship. You cannot limit game elements. You're either going to ban it, or you're not going to be like, not enough people have it. I'm sorry. Nope, it's not fair. Well, you know what? Not enough people had enough money to play 40 BRs, but we still let those people play it. Bullcrap. Worlds, you leave game elements alone unless you address them due to the health of the game. The maps do not cause unhealthy game states. The second player dictates what map's picked. So if they want to lose on a closed map like Major Brock's Bunker, instead of having a better chance of winning by playing on basketball court, that's on them. Who cares? Give them the choice.
I would just like it if my figures weren't flying all over the place and the map wasn't sliding all over the place and they were hitting the bends.
Well, let's
and
also
all
talk
that.
about dice rolls. Okay, I would love to see more statistics upon this because every time I've played on paper maps, the dice rolls suck. Dice rolls are worse than Roll20 when you play on paper maps. And I think there's something scientifically different because the neoprenes allow more bounce. All right, so if we're going to not allow neoprenes, I don't think we need to allow rolling on paper maps. We need to have strictly pop dice.
No, we're not playing with pop dice. I'd rather...
Well, you're not going to have a choice.
I'd rather people just say what they want to roll. Like, I rolled a 10 instead of pop dice.
Yeah, that's how great would that be? Yeah, just...
All right. Pete, what about you? Anything you would take away from this moving into Worlds?
I agree with you, and I hate to say that because I always hate to say that, but bring back big maps for Silver. Let Redmond have his neoprenes. And if people want to make bad choices, like putting people on a bunch of blocked up maps as second player, let them. But there's no point, man. There's no point. If you're going to have a map menu shoved down your throat, don't even bother playing blocking. Just put everybody on the basketball court and just see what happens. Because that's what you're going to do going second. You're going to hold on to your butt and hope they miss. Because that's your only chance you got.
Well said. You've been agreeing with me a lot more lately.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's adjacently. He's agreeing with me, who just so happens to have a similar idea as you.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think you guys are both right here. Like, there's like the map menu's terrible. So like, why even bother playing like X Mansion to limit your team against a team that's just trying to limit you from the beginning and just make them come get you? Because if not, go get them. And because it's over one way or the other so quick. There's no like strategy to it. It's dice. Here's the dice on the table. Did you hit a rollout? Oh, you did? Cool. It's over. Did I hit my attack? I missed. Oh, okay, great. Now destroy my team. Right? Like that's what it is.
But we keep saying X Mansion is the best map because it's the most blocked up. But it's not even that blocked up because the person that is going first is going to be the one that starts in the X Mansion anyway. And the other team then has to start outside. So it's still very easy to just reach over a barrier or something like that. It's very easy to get to people still.
It goes back to
use Vibranium Mines and Island Prison. At least from what I saw on stream. Like of all the games I saw on stream, it was those two maps.
Number one was still, if you look at the meta though, number one was still.
It was.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that's where the interesting thing comes into play is that was on more build sheets, but I don't know if that was actually played more. That's why I think like the whole entire map menu being based on like map win percentages is just a phantom number that shouldn't even exist. Because then some people don't even put the map that they played on, so you can't even get an accurate number. It's like 1 out of every 5 games.
It kind of goes back to HeroClix players are really smart and they'll figure things out, right? So if you take a game element like maps in Silver or Modern and you limit them down to almost nothing, that just takes one element they don't have to prepare for, and they're perfectly happy not preparing for it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they don't have to prepare for big maps.
Or even modern maps.
Yeah.
So like you took all these paper maps and you said, no, none of these are playable. 20% is playable. So they don't have to worry about the other 80. And is it going to cost them a game here and there? Well, when you're talking about going 4-2 and maybe missing cut, then that one game may mean a lot, and that map may have meant a lot. So why did you take it away from them? By choosing the map menu, you're forcing people into certain pieces, and you're just refining which pieces are being played.
It's making the decision easier, And it happened. If you look
Absolutely.
at the maps, like
Absolutely.
what were the top 3 maps? It was Vibranium Mines, X Mansion, and Island Prison.
Yeah.
It was, and X Mansion and Vibranium Mines were by far. X Mansion was on more than 50%, and I think Vibranium Mines was just under 50%. It was like 34, 32, and then the third map was 17. Like that is a huge difference of being played. And like I said, the map numbers it's
Well, Vibranium Mines was
a
19.
standard number, but of 19. But still, that's a huge difference. That's a drop off
yeah.
of like 14 people. But you're just making it easier for you. And I know I said it's phantom numbers, and it is. It's phantom numbers for win percentages, because if you win going first, the map on your sideline or on your choices don't matter. And I don't think they have separated that. They just have the win percentage of the map because the map is on a winning build.
Are you sure
Instead of actually
about that?
taking a look. That's 100%.
Well, and now that you pointed out that I'm agreeing with you more and more, I'm going to do it the complete opposite now, just to spite you.
Well, now at least we know that's why you're disagreeing with me, only to spite me and not because you actually disagree with me. So thank you.
Well,
Nope.
I mean, I don't know that you'll know that or not know that.
Well, you just said it.
I'm going to do it more often. Like right now, like I don't agree with you at all. Like you said, you do it because I am disagreeing with you. Maybe I'm agreeing with you, but I'm not on purpose.
Well, I will choose to think that every time that you disagree with me, it's out of spite, and you truly do agree with me.
Well, he will agree with you once you start using Brute.
Gonna go to Andrew Parker. Next question asker. Is starter set Batman better at 50 or 75 points?
Which one is the better, Redmond, so I can disagree with it?
Well, Pete, why don't you tell me which one is better? Because you should know this,
Nope,
right?
nope, you go first. I think it's fine at 50. I think it's great at 75, but I prefer to play it at 50 because it's always better to have a efficient point game. And Bookwood actually posted on this today, ironically enough, because I've not read the piece, and he said 50 is great. So I'm going to believe Bookwood, not you. Get wrecked.
Well, Pete, since you obviously don't even know what they do, they are two very different pieces that do very different things because they have different cards. So they're both really good, and it just depends on what build you're actually going to build with. He is the reason to pick up the starter, though.
So, do you like Pulse Wave?
I do. I love Pulse Wave.
You'll love Batman at 75 points.
Why at 75 miles and not 50?
75, he becomes a Pulse Wave machine because he's sort of like Prime Cable, where he's not really worded and designed to interact with Pulse Wave, but his trait does.
Great.
There's so many Batmans are trying to find him. Yeah, so what it is he has Quake, double backslash. When Batman hits, increase the damage dealt to each hit character by the number of action tokens on that hit character. You can give him Pulse Wave, and he can deal 4 damage with knockback Pulse Wave. He is essentially Prime Cable.
In a way.
Yeah. He's like a cheaper Yao, sort of. You know? Because he has the free place Batman in a square of different elevations. He pretty much has a wall crawler. It's like that's his movement attack. But you can do that, like give him Mjolnir or something. To give him Pulse Wave. Yeah. Just combos with it.
Well, he's less expensive than both Yao and Cable then, because he's 85.
Yeah.
Well, he's also
He's
giving
75.
you action tokens when he does that, like wall crawler type trait.
Yeah.
So he's able to just hand out action tokens as well. So he's really good at 75. But the 50...
Well, I disagree now because you said he's really good.
Well, you already picked your 50, so this is perfect.
The 50 is really good too, though. He's 50 points for 8 clicks that can attack twice. With
well, now he's
3
not.
Bolts.
He's not now.
You didn't even know what either of them did, Pete, before we started talking about him.
I already said what I was doing.
All right, we're going to Max Marcus next. Is Beetle Juiceberg a necessary evil? And if not, is more Beetle Juiceberg play necessary to get WizKids to issue an errata or ban? Well, we pretty much just saw a mirror match in the finals of Nationals with both teams utilizing Beetlejuiceberg on the main force. So Origins is where he had his first huge showing, and that was a full year ago. So If this event didn't show it's worth just giving him an early retirement, there's really nothing that's going to do that. So he's got another
There's not.
3 months, right?
I have one simple question.
3.5.
What evil are we trying to prevent? Like, what is the evil? Everybody talks about necessary evil. What's the evil? Reactions?
Yes.
Well, this
Fun?
is really ironic.
Cool
That
teams?
it's Mr. Max.
Cool
No,
teams?
it's Mr. Max that's talking
Yeah.
about it.
What's
He's
the
talking
necessary
about the
evil
Gatling
here?
gun. The Gatling gun. Ban. So this is how you fix it. You're like, all right, we need to ban Beetlejuice, but there's a few other issues too. Spot. Okay, we need to look at him a little bit, but even worse than Spot is the Eternity Gatling gun. So you just completely banned the Kyle Rayner team up card. Nobody plays the Kyle Rayner team up card that actually likes Kyle Rayner. They play it because they can either do the poison or the free attacks. It's only played to be abused. It's trash. It's a broken team card. You ban that, you eliminate that. Black Flash needs a little bit. I think potentially that Black Flash shouldn't even interact with Bloodstone. And I mean, yeah, sure, you're gonna have figures like Green Scar, but Green Scar is one of those high ceiling versus high floor. He's your high ceiling team where everything needs to go right. And if you want to play that and win like a little local tournament or like a small regional or states, if there's not a lot of people, I think that's fine. But the moment you go to a bigger tournament, when like the more games happen, that luck runs out for those high ceiling teams. I think it's fine. I think if you ban the Kyle team up card, I think that's a great start by removing Juice. To say that he's a necessary evil just tells you that, but you know what? As designed, we fucked up. Sorry, guys. Sorry. You know those cool things those figures could do? Yeah, we kind of messed up. We made it too good. So here's Michael Keaton. It's a poor excuse when it's like, well, if we get rid of him, then we have to fix these figures. Oh, so by removing Juice, that means that you would actually potentially fix other things to make the game even healthier? Man, that is a crazy concept.
So the other two that you, I think, are missing is the Kilcium Cat people talk about as a reason for his existence, and the Sinister Syndicate poison teams.
Yeah, I mentioned the Spot.
No, well, it's more the poison with Mysterio and Spot's his own problem on non-Sinister Syndicate teams. But you also then have the poison team with Sandman and Mysterio.
Yeah, and once again, it's like, you know, a few years ago, like I found a way to make no roll work, and it had to go all in on the tech, and it was a high ceiling team. Luckily, the ceiling and the floor was kind of similar because it was really easy to pull off. Really easy. I'm good at pulling stuff off. But
how good are you at pulling stuff off?
Good, real good. But anyway, the entire point was like you actually had to like sink in so much to get like this no roll tech to go. And now you don't even have to try. They're like, you know what? This isn't good enough. And that's the problem, is that they don't understand the difference between making something good and making something broken. There's no middle ground with anything. And it's the same thing with designs, is that there's no middle ground design. There's either really crappy designs or, you know, broken designs. Very few middle ground.
Well, let's go to Corey Nichols. Which is the bigger offender responsible for the championship mirror match? Beetlejuice's tyranny of the free action or being able to use 2 times Egnarak? Beetlejuiceberg, obviously. Egnarak is a really good piece. I think it's really it's great to mastermind too. So without Juice, he's still going to see play, but he's just not going to be abused like he is right now.
You know that girlfriend or that girl that everyone knew in high school that like always like blamed her ex-boyfriends and it was always their fault, but it never was? We're going to go to Nationals last year where Beetlejuice was only played by 3 teams. It wasn't Beetlejuice that was the problem. It was Spirit of Vengeance that was the problem. All right, now we're going to go forward a year to here. It wasn't Beetlejuice that was the problem. It was double Eganrak. The similarities are too big. Beetlejuice is the girl that just blames everybody. It's when something was horrible last year and something is horrible now, and the only difference is 200 points. The Beetlejuice is still the driving factor. What's going to happen is, okay, you dealt with Spirit of Vengeance. Okay, so the Spirit of Vengeance Beetlejuice tech no longer exists. Okay, let's say they make Egan Rack unique, or they do something to him. All you're going to do is just Beetlejuice is then going to find another attacker, efficient attacker, that's going to be able to take their places. Before this, during states, it was Beetlejuice and double Pegasus Cap. Are you trying to say that, oh, it was a double Pegasus Cap's problem? It wasn't Juice's. It's obvious what the problem is.
Right.
Is that you just swap it out. All it's going to do is Juice is there to limit everything, and some people like that. Whatever. You don't grow a game with this. You just don't. Whether you think the game needs it or not, that's a design flaw, and you just don't grow a game with it. He is the problem, because all you're going to do is just find the next efficient piece.
Yeah. Beetlejuicetta, you need to look at the mirror and realize you're the problem.
Yeah, it's not your boyfriends. They were good guys. Spirit of Vengeance was a good guy.
That's debatable.
Yeah, it is debatable. Speaking of debatable, let's get into a debate. We've been talking about Democrats and Republicans. Let's debate. No, all right, go ahead.
Not on this podcast.
Yeah.
I was talking about debating if Spirit of Vengeance was good.
Ah, gotcha. Pete, what do you think?
Well, as much as I'd like to disagree with you, that would just be a complete lie. So even I can't do that. It's Beetlejuice. He's the problem. He's always been the problem. Everybody that wants to say he's a necessary evil is, or that really he's just a very efficient piece at 100 points that shuts down so many game elements and interactions of the basic part of the game that you're going to play him. Of course you're going to play him. You want to go to Nationals, you want to win. You go to Worlds, you want to win. Why wouldn't you play it? Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
Except there's everything wrong with it. There's everything wrong with it. You took a game that is so cool and so interactive and so many things you can do, and you said, nope, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I just want to win. And that's fine. But it's not, because nobody wants to play that version of the game.
Right.
Unless you're winning.
So even if we lose players because they can't play teams and they don't go to events then because they don't want to go up against that stuff, if that's more important to win, then I guess go for it. You'll have less people to play against then.
You will.
Next question. 2 early predictions on how Fight for Gotham might shake up the Nationals meta. Which Fight for Gotham figures, equipment, objects are most likely to show up in the next top 16? I think Chase Wonder Woman and Pegasus is a top contender. Pegasus is just going to see a lot of play in general, giving the flurry and combat reflexes. The Super Rare Cyborg, I think, is pretty high up on my list. And then the Bola's one-shots is pretty insane. And then you have Alfred also. Miles, what do you think?
I'm picking One Piece, and this all depends on if they fixed it. So, who knows? Doubtful. It's going to be the 5'11" Beast Boy from the Vault Booster from the sideline, because it doesn't say starting click. So what it reads is, at the beginning of your turn, you may replace a character named Beast Boy with a character with the animal keyword of 60 points or less on the same click number. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a 60-point Beast Boy, or anything like that. And you're going to go ahead and swap him to, let's say he's Super Sore at 50 points, right? But it says you're going to put him on the same click number. So you're going to get a 300-point Super Sore for a turn because of the piss poor wording of this trait. So if this doesn't get addressed, and this is why this is too early predictions for me to just throw this out there before we even get to the set review. Let's get this Beast Boy fixed. This is ridiculous. Let's get the wording correct. We don't need this crap just happening.
Well, you get
catching people off guard.
270-point Green Torch coming out, flurrying and quaking. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Oh, so there you go. This works with it. So for 60 points, this is what's really cool too. So you do at the beginning of your turn, you may replace them, right? So you're going to turn. Luckily, because you're still at the 50-point line. Good. I don't know if that would work since it's at 300 points. Hopefully not. I still think that double Green Torch is a problem. I was saying it was a problem at Worlds last year.
Yeah, you did.
So, I mean, people might be surprised by it, and they shouldn't. The moment I saw that Space Batman, I'm like, this is it. This is the tech.
Pete, what do you think for Fight for Gotham? Top 16?
I'll give you a figure and equipment. I really, really like Chase Manhunter. I like the sculpt. I like what he does. I like going to the zero click. I think he's incredibly amazing, but at the same time, if you have to go second hero click, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. And then I like really the Pegasus equipment. Like handing out flurry is like something you don't see very often. So anytime that comes back, that makes a lot of pieces really, really interesting.
Yeah, last time we got Flurry as an equipment was Earth X, I think it was, for the Ock Arms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
And
that's not easy to find.
No, somehow I was able to get the Dr. Octopus with the lock arms, I think, for like $25 like a few months ago.
Oh, that's crazy.
Insane.
I only have
Everything
one.
else,
That says a lot right there. I only have one.
Yeah. Because they're still $40 or $50. I just saw one random person on eBay, and I'm like, I gotta pay that. That's a steal. And they're probably just wanting to sell it.
And then Corey also asks, must have vault boosters or vault booster rankings and tiers. That we'll probably say for our set review. We'll go more in depth into the actual vault boosters, and then we can rank them with that too, right? Which is the best, because there's 7, 8 of them, 9 of them, 8.
Yeah, there's 8. Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot to go through.
Spoiler.
What?
It's the one with Gleek.
Who?
Gleek.
Is that the one with Bulge?
Yeah.
Okay, then maybe we agree on that. There's some good ones though. That stuff is solid. Those chase booster or vault boosters.
I just want
is Dick Dragon in the vault boosters?
He is not.
No.
I wish we got like a god tier Dick Dragon.
Just your Dick Dragon across the vault booster?
Yeah.
Well, just wait till Dick Dragon. I'll make you a custom Dick Dragon.
Oh god, I can't wait.
Do you know if Dick Dragon was ever a Lantern member on any core?
He's going to be soon.
He's going to be, yeah.
It's going to be Dick Dragon as Lantern across somebody.
Yeah.
Let's go to Makata Lamar. Thoughts on the change from points to strength of schedule? Do you think it affects Silver Age differently than Modern? I'm still pro strength of schedule. I think that the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. I'm just not sure if there's anything else that can kind of help as far as... Do you guys think that... So every event ended early, I thought at least. Do you think that we could have just gotten another round of Swiss, or do you think that Top Cut should have been bigger to allow all of the 4 and 2s to make it?
No. I think make it a 7 round. So especially if there was time, you do that 7th round. So that way you're gonna have 5 and 2s, and then 4 and 3s won't make it.
All right, so you think that Silver should have done 5 instead of 4, and Modern should have done 7 instead of 6? Yes.
Yeah, because you have the 7 with that many people. Yeah, you're gonna eliminate everyone that was at least 5 and 2 made cut. So then now strength of schedule is gonna be a moot, and points are gonna be a moot point. You either went 5 and 2 or you miscut.
And HC units has really helped make these events run so much smoother. I don't think that adding another round would be bad. Oh, that was the other thing, though, is that the silver rounds, they were way too fast. They should be 55 to an hour 5, I believe, and they were definitely shorter than that. That hurt.
They did that because of big maps. I thought that's why they raised the time was because of big maps. Or do they do it just because there's the point?
I thought it was because of the points, because it's going to be more to move, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's probably what they did. They go, no, it's on small maps. It don't matter. Games are going to end fast anyway. Who cares? 30 minutes it is.
I don't think it really affected Silver differently than Modern, except for the fact that there were fewer rounds in this event specifically, if that's what he means. I can't see it affecting it any other way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he asks, when you consider main force and sideline, Beetlejuiceberg was on almost half of the modern teams. Any PTSD? PTSD, no. But he does kill a little bit of my soul every time I see him across the table, even if it's on the sideline and he doesn't come out.
Yeah, it's to the point now where it's just becoming a running joke. I don't care about the piece. It has completely changed how I play the game. So maybe if that's what they wanted, it's
Like less enjoyment? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess less enjoyment. Well, my team building for sure. It's yeah. I just hate Michael Keaton. He's not even allowed in my house. Okay, I had movies, they're gone. Like they tried watching the Flash movie, I turned that off. Mr. Mom, get out of here.
What about multiplicity?
If I see
that
Mr.
one.
And if somebody wants to, they can give me. They can go to Cameoverse, and I'll lay into Michael Keaton, and we're gonna tag him in Twitter. In fact, he's gonna know I'm coming for you, Keaton.
Did you ban multiplicity also?
Everything with him. Everything.
Wow.
Those are such good movies.
Right?
Damn.
Yeah. You know what? This game was so good too. And you know what happened? Michael Keaton.
Yeah. So here's my take of this. I'm gonna go to Worlds. I took the dates off. We're talking about how we're gonna stay there at Graceland at an Airbnb on a random street corner. We haven't decided yet. But I'm not gonna play Modern. Why bother?
I was thinking about paying some homeless people like $5 each to picket outside of Graceland. Ban Beetlejuice. I think that'd be a great $200 to spend. Just 40
what do you
billions. Ban Beetlejuice.
what do you want to do in Modern right now? Why would you want to play it? The map menu, Beetlejuice. What is exciting about it for you guys?
Not a lot right now.
Okay. That answers my question.
All right. Lastly, ask thoughts on Aaron being replaced as head judge of The Rock. Aaron did a lot of great things for Rock and Silver. Hopefully he's able to handle what he mentioned in his post and can get back to being a part of cliX again in some capacity. I know we wish him here the best as he navigates what he needs to.
Yeah, I honestly haven't really put a thought into it. It sucks, but hopefully he's able to take care of it. And get everything where he needs to go, and we'll see what Dennis the Menace can do in his place.
Uncle Aaron, thank you so much for making my favorite format in HeroClix. Thank you for being so responsive. I hope whatever comes next, and whatever you're dealing with right now, you deal with as the kind of straightforward, kind of take it head on kind of guy that you are. And whatever comes next, I'm excited to see what you do, man. And I hope you get to play some cliX a little more than what you did previously. So thank you very much.
For sure. Then we have Tyler Shaw, Maps Peterson, royal knower of great maps. Do we live in a world where WizKids would ever make their own premium maps?
Redmond, thank you for reading my title as it was meant to be. There's a little more disdain than I would like.
Cut me deep.
I don't want it to cut you deep. I just want you to accept the inevitable that you're going to realize that Miles and I are both right, that there's no point to playing any maps with blocking because it just, you go second, you might as well get it over quick. Basketball court it is. Premium maps, I hope so. I hope so with flippable tiles. I hope they're all white and you can just flip your blocking over right in the middle because that's all you need anyway in modern maps.
So what about the actual question? Would they ever make their own premium maps? I'm guessing neoprene.
I don't know what they mean by
neoprene. I
premium.
would say. Probably.
So they already had some. They came out with them first before Rock was a thing.
They did.
Yeah, I think they should do it. Why not?
Yeah, they
make Redmond happy. You know what? Redmond gives so much back to this game. Give him his neoprene maps. He hates paper maps. The dice slide all over. Marks at him.
Wait,
yeah.
There was neoprenes before Rock? Okay, let's go to the Google machine.
Do you
All
think
right,
I
you know
don't
what?
have all
Listen,
of
we're
those?
gonna give everybody an insight. We found Redmond laying on top of his neoprene maps crying.
Yes.
I
Nobody wants that.
buried myself in them.
Yes, just neoprene like a bed and blankies and crying, weeping openly.
A neoprene
Yes.
quilt, if you will.
Thanks, WizKids.
Why do you think they have not done this? Even though they have, but maybe let's say recently.
I don't know.
Well,
Honestly, I don't have a good answer. Why wouldn't you?
there's no need for them to do it if they have a partnership through The Rock and who gets it through Gamer Mats. You know.
Yeah, paper maps are just easier anyway, so I'm sure it's just more work, and that's not where they want to put their focus, I would assume.
Yeah.
Redmond, when you take your daily map, your daily nap on maps,
My map nap?
your map,
Yeah.
would you prefer to lay down on neoprenes or paper maps?
Oh, neoprenes all day long.
Okay, would you prefer to be covered up by neoprenes or paper maps during your map nap?
Still neoprene maps. I actually
I
lay a bunch down first, and then I fold some up to put under my head, and then I pull up my map quilt over me to my
I
shoulders.
just picture you dressed up as Dora with your backpack that has your map out, you know? That's how I see it now.
My kid's never gotten to Dora, so I don't know any quotes from her.
No. We need Dora Redmond with the map. Oh my God, there's a whole song to it, Redmond. It's I'm gonna have to send it to
What
you.
does she say? Let's go exploring today.
Oh
Let's take a nap
there's a
today.
whole map thing.
Yeah, I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
That's it. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I'm the map song.
Yeah,
I'm the map. I'm the map. Yeah.
yeah. I just see you
I'm
just wearing
sorry.
a sleeveless pink shirt. Yeah, your backpack. You
How
know,
did
the map picking out. Yeah.
how did your kids miss the Dora thing?
I don't know. Is it still
Diego?
on? No.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dora's still on.
Oh, I'm sending it to you right now. It's so terrible.
They have like a live action adventure movie.
Well, I think Oliver went from Paw Patrol, and then I was like, "We're done with this. We're gonna watch superhero cartoons now." So that might be on me.
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh, yeah,
And
that's
then Madison just never got
Just
into it.
just watch the map thing, and we're gonna have to get you to dress up like that for Worlds.
All right.
it's so the only difference is that it's just you just don't wear those colors. We need orange shorts and a pink sleeveless shirt. And that's it.
Yeah.
A purple backpack for
Instead
Rabbit
of
is perfect.
instead of I'm the map, he's gonna be I'm the neoprene map. I'm the neoprene map. I'm the neoprene map.
Well, I will look into that, but I'm probably not dressing up like Neon Green Dora the Explorer. Spoiler
It's
alert.
disappointing.
Well, we'll
Sorry,
see.
everyone. They're gonna be disappointed. They're gonna want it now.
Let's go to Tyler's next question. They tried to change it up with the modular tiles in the Wonder Woman 80 starter miniatures game, whatever it was called. Do you see any potential with exploring that more? I actually did not like those things. They just like slid all over there too easy. Did you guys like them?
I did like the modular tiles though. The one thing that was crappy was that they just slid all over, so there was nothing to lock them. If there was like a something that didn't really get in the way of the map that you can set in a
Velcro
center and put them
or
together.
magnets or something.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, something.
If they
I would
fixed that,
prefer
they'd be
Velcro.
fine. I would too.
Or like
No,
board games where you just fold it out.
Oh yeah, that's a
You know,
good
and
point. Only one of the edges is actually like cut, and they're connected. The other ones, yeah. Why didn't they do that?
Yeah.
It's not like you could
Yeah.
create your own maps by putting them together differently. They have to go together the same way.
Yeah.
I'd be fine if they did
I
that.
prefer Velcro. That's always the answer is Velcro.
Yes.
It's a great babysitter too.
All right, Aaron Morgan. How did Silver feel with only the map menu? I think it was shown that Silver, as it is, needs big maps as an option. Small maps only and small open maps, that was just super rough. I think we agree on that, right?
I think it felt like somebody Dick Dragon right across your face, right?
Yeah.
I've lost contain. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm laughing too hard. It seems terrible, Aaron. Honestly, like Silver should always have big maps because there's so many things in Silver that just have crazy ranges and everything else that you can't. If you put that on small maps, you choose to put it, it's fine. But if like you're going second and you don't have as a defensive option, like why bother?
Yeah,
You're
why
probably
bother,
getting
right?
smashed.
You are getting
Right.
smashed. Getting blasted in the ass. Did Sinestro Prime finally show the world he is worth being played? I think we all said he was good from the start, and I think he's just a certain play style that not a lot of people gravitate towards. And with him being your prime, that's kind of where you have to start building. But with strength of schedule, maybe people do start toying with him a little bit more.
Yeah, he's gonna say this is where, the talks of where it's gonna be play style and someone has to be able to play him correctly. And the interesting thing with this team is that when you look at it, you're like, oh man, this team is just defensive. When you watch him play, Jacob does not play defensive. He goes
No.
full aggressive,
Yep.
and which seems counterintuitive to this team, but I think that's why this team works. Is the team doesn't work because it plays defensive, because that's the majority of players are going to play it that way, and it's just not going to get the results you need. You have to be aggressive. You have to do the work, and Jacob showed that.
Yeah, I completely agree, Miles. It is a strong defensive build, but he plays it very aggressively to where he's taking away your advantages of the higher numbers on the top of the clicks most of the time. Where then as he knocks your pieces down, you just have a harder way to climb uphill to get him. So very cool team. I think Prime Sinestro is amazing. I think Jacob played it completely the right way. If you want to huddle up in your starting area, and there's no point because everybody's in everybody's starting area anyway. So you might as well just take advantage of what the piece can do.
Mm-hmm.
And the map menu, I think, actually is one of the reasons why this team did as great as it did, because it wants to be aggressive. It wants to get into your opponent's starting area. But when you're going second or first, even like on a big map, it's kind of hard for the team to get to where it needs to get to as fast. So I think the map menu benefited this team quite a lot. I'm not saying this team wouldn't have won with big maps, because he did play something similar and got top 4 at Worlds with the Silver Intercontinental, but I think the map menu definitely did help with this team because of the advantages it gets from the crappy map choices.
Yeah, it took that other factor out. We have Logan Shores. Will double Eganrack see more play outside of Beetlejuiceburg teams, for example, after rotation? The only issue with him is that Beetlejuiceburg is so oppressive and that he's able to mastermind to them. Double Eganrack will definitely still see play, but it's not going to be the big like bad play experience it was at Nationals. I don't think, at least.
No, you outwit him. That's the thing. Even when he gets to that protected outwit or whatever, like, you can still outwit his defense, like, to get to that point and hit him hard.
Yeah, but he
You
just
outwit
made
his
it
charge.
oppressive because you can't do anything to him. Yeah, that's again the problem. What is it? Beetlejuice said
And then trying to
needs to look in the
multi-charge
mirror.
was, yeah. And this is, and I don't care what Perry Saturn says about how, Beetlejuiceburg was a good guy. I think that's crap. I think Brute Hart is correct. I think Juiceburg is a piece of garbage. I don't care how many people had a good experiences wrestling Juiceburg. I just care about Brute Hart.
Did you say Perry Saturn?
Yeah, earlier I watched an interview about the wrestlers like he wrestled with, and the first one was Goldberg, and he was talking about, how he had a good experience wrestling Goldberg, and so I just spun it.
Do you remember Moppy?
I love Moppy. Do you know why he had Moppy?
Because they hated him.
Yeah, he got punished for almost killing a jobber.
Yes.
Because the jobber didn't do what he needed. And they almost broke his neck and just decided to go down on the clearly untrained amateur.
Pete, before you tell me about your opinion on double Eganrack, do you remember Moppy?
Oh, 100%. And I love Perry Saturn. He put on some great matches. And then once he got to WWE, they just kind of crushed him. That was a really poor choice with the jobber, though, honestly, Perry.
Well, they broke up the
So,
Radicals to push Benoit and Guerrero and everything separately. And Malenko even had a spot with the cruiserweight stuff, so he kind of like was the guy that just kind of fell through the cracks. Anyway, though, what about Double Egan Rack? What's your take?
what did you call it? Beetlejuicetta?
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Listen,
ridiculous.
Beetlejuicetta, let's have a real talk here. So if you look through the course of your life and all you have is conflict and issues, you really have to say to yourself, what's a common link? And if it's always you, and it's always you having conflicts and issues, then it's you. You're the common link. You're the problem. And so I believe you can be better. And I believe those kids can do the right thing and just say, get out of here, you piece of crap piece. But they're not gonna. So buckle up till Worlds, kids, until after it. And we are going to have a celebration on rotation day
Oh,
here
are
at
we
New
ever?
Generation Clips.
Are we ever?
Oh man.
Then we have Caleb Reddick. Will Ryan be the third Beetlejuiceberg to complete the trio with me and Micah for Worlds? Absolutely not, Caleb. Absolutely
What do
not.
we have to do to make this happen?
It's
What
literally
do we have to do to make this happen?
never gonna happen. My
There's got to be something.
no.
We need to come up with
It-
a bet. Let's come up with a bet.
As,
A bet that
listen,
you
as
can't
much
lose.
as much as I would love this to be like Redmond's not doing this. Like
Yes,
there's no way.
exactly.
Yeah, as much, and I don't even want him to do it.
We're so close to your villain arc. We're so close.
We're not.
Embrace it.
This piece has
We are.
destroyed my enjoyment for the game for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, and it's about time you.
And you think I'm going to
you
dress up like him?
remove
No, I'm
the
sorry.
enjoyment
No,
of others.
nope. Hate him. Not going to do it. I did enjoy choking out Caleb a little bit as I lifted him in the air, and he was dressed like Beetlejuice.
Did you lift him or did he jump?
Lifted him. He sandbagged me just like Kenny did. It was all strength.
Oh, okay.
I think you need to go away from lifting moves like the rock bottom and the choke slam to just the straight clothesline from hell. Because nobody's going to stay there and take that from you. Not in their right mind. You want to play that piece? Clothesline from hell.
That's fine. I'm down. Sign me up. Then we have Emily Michelle. How did the map menu feel in Modern? I personally do not like the map menu, but the bigger issue was the maps on the map menu. They were not tasty. They all played pretty similar, and players were able to get exactly where they wanted to every turn. So even though I don't like it, if there was at least better options, it would be easier to stomach.
Yeah, it's hard for me to really compare. I mean, I can see it watching it, but it was even more stale. I mean, sure, when Major Brock's Bunker first came out, yeah, we saw that a lot. But then people figured out that, how to deal with it. And now it's became, okay, now we're only seeing 2 maps. I don't. The last few events I went to, I never really played on the same map all the time. So it was just sad seeing 2 maps on stream every time.
Probably got old, even for viewers at home.
Yeah, I think it's a bad idea. I'm sorry. I don't think it's a good idea. I think you're limiting, number one, what players can do. You're making it easier for top level and any player, honestly, not even top level, to decide what they're going to do as far as their builds and stuff. I think you're paring down the meta of pieces that can be played because you know what the maps are going to be. You have the chance, and I also think it's just bad business. Like, so you want us to buy starter kits, you want us to buy, or these things, and you want us to go to release day events to get maps, and then you can't play it. So why bother doing that? Right?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
the
heard that
3-week
complaint from
notice
multiple
was
people.
definitely. Yeah, 3-week notice is kind of, that's insane.
Yeah, I think as much as I joke about the maps not mattering because like things like Rogue and stuff, like they still do matter in certain things, and you should never limit that game element for people unless something's so obviously broken that it just needs to go away. And that's all you do. You just take it out. Well, that map doesn't work because you could do this one interaction that limits something. Okay, well then it
Which
goes
they've
away.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. But why would you limit creativity in a game that's already like essentially your meta play right now is just here's Beetlejuice and Egenrak and good luck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's already pretty limited. So why bother having a map at all? Just put them right on the table.
Yeah, if you look at cut, it does look like it is wide open, but I think that there's a huge difference from teams that can make cut and teams that can actually win events. And I think this event showed it perfect. Yeah, there's a few of these juice teams, but it showed these teams were going to the finals, so it didn't matter.
I think that the top cut being a little bit more open is just people saying, I guess I'm just going to deal with it. I don't want to play it. And if I go up against it, I go up against it. And so they got as far as they could, but still the end result was it won.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Giordano Petticello. Is Beetlejuice really a problem? WizKids says it's fine. I think the problem is Mimic and the heart-shaped herb. This is not a serious comment, 'tis but joking banter. I actually thought he was serious for a second. I was like, what did
I think
Mimic and the herb do to hurt him?
I do love how but especially with his middle name or first last name being Petty. Thank you, Giordano, for being petty.
Seth Davis, what are some good builds with Egenrak? Do you have any
You saw it.
builds? Yeah, I
mean, yeah, you saw it already.
We know the best build for Egenrak.
Right.
He just seems like he's like Rogue, right? Where you can build theme if you want, but he's just going to be good all the time.
Yeah.
His biggest weakness that we saw and just talked about was outwit. So Ace is a good call.
Yeah, I think right now, honestly, it's him, two of him and Juice, and I think the Phoenix Paw. Because the only thing stronger than that team is the scent of Brute. And you're not topping that team at the moment.
So what if you did not stoop to playing Beetlejuiceburg? Then what?
Then you don't finish in top 2 against that team.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He doesn't need anything really to work. He won because he was able to be exploited and abused with Beetlejuice, but in general, you can just throw him on whatever you want, and he's good. 75 points.
Yeah.
Reduces damage and does enough other stuff.
If Rogue is the most efficient 100-point attacker we've had, it's pretty close to him being like one of the best 75 points in Modern.
I agree.
I can't say of all time, but in Modern, like, it's going to be hard to find another, because he's going to be shutting off equipment. Like, you can't even attack with him with equipment. And you can just go adjacent to people and shut off their equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people figured out, is that you can target Beetlejuice, but when he masterminds, technically Egenrak is the target. So now you can't use Venomax to even dual target.
Right.
So in that particular juice build, Cable Prime doesn't work because you can't choose Pulse Wave, right? So
no, you can still choose Pulse Wave.
Can you?
So you can choose Pulse Wave. Yes, it's not protected Pulse Wave. There is that. Okay. So if you do Pulse Wave him, as long as you're not adjacent,
that's the key.
No, but you can't against Beetlejuice, right?
You can't running shot. No,
okay,
beginning of turn with Universal.
Okay, so you're still limited. So honestly, it's really, and even you can't really use Chase Jubilee because you can't running shot Pulse Wave.
Nope. No.
So, yeah, he's great. And if you put him on another team without Beetlejuice, you're just not going to finish top 2.
But you'll still make cut.
You will.
Potentially.
But you might be that girlfriend's favorite, even if you didn't finish last or first.
As long as everybody finishes at some point, everybody's happy and can go home.
Yeah. You either finish or you drop.
Going to David Clement. How long is this week's podcast going to be? Well, David, as long as it needs to be. As long as it needs to be.
I think that's the correct answer.
Yeah, it is.
That's the answer.
It is. Yeah. Stephen Clark. What was your favorite moment of Nats? And it was great seeing you guys at Nats. Can't wait till Worlds. I was so close this year. This Galactus team is probably my favorite team I ever built. Would love to talk to you about it if you ever want to. I love seeing him play his Galactus build. He is easily the person that has had the most success with Galactus. But my favorite part was definitely watching Ollie play and kill it in the BRs. Seeing him end all 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in first place, that to me was awesome, and that was my highlight.
Yeah, that was cool watching that for sure. I loved seeing the run in silver of Jacob. That finals game was, despite the ridiculously bad judge calls of Quake only destroying blocking terrain within 1 square, it was a good game. That's probably the funnest game I saw on stream.
Oh, that's actually a good point too. It was also, again, you cannot. Hopefully, we see a win ruling on this. You can't just go by event rulings that this is how they will be ruled in the future. But it was ruled at Worlds, or not Worlds, at Nats, that putting something like Smoke Cloud or an Elevated over the Symbiote surface, that actually does not end the duration of the Symbiote surface. So
Yeah,
hopefully
that
we
was
see
an
a
interesting
win
one.
ruling soon. But the more that it was talked about, the more and more people started to agree with it. That's what I said in the beginning. That's how it should work. So there's that. Pete, what about you?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
Stephen Clark's, what was your favorite moment of Nats?
Oh, Ollie's run. Absolutely my favorite part. It was so cool to see him take and it just like follow the standings every day and see him be at the top and him just really go to it. And the final battle road did not end up the way that we wanted it to, but man, just really proud of him. That's a level of endurance that I don't have. Just 24 games of clicks in 3 days. It's almost like a punishment to me sometimes. Just way too much hero clicks. If you told me you were gonna pay for all my battle royals, Remen, I'd be like, man, you do not need to buy that many. I'm not doing that. Like, I gotta go to dinner and take a nap at some point.
It was a grind for me too. We were there from,
Yeah.
I think we would get there at like 8:30 every day, and then we would leave after 9:30. So they were long
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, I love that, and I can't, he's obviously he covered his part of it, and that kid is just all go and just loves the game, and that was super cool. And it's always cool to see what people do, except in modern, because like, what's the point?
Yes. Brandon Michael Bruner. For Ryan and Miles, if you won a hypothetical World Duos Championship and were forced to make a Gambit Nort duo figure as your prize, what powers and abilities would this piece have? Miles, do you want to go first?
Oh no, I was hoping you would.
Oh, okay. So I would have it the first time it takes damage, you're able to remove Nort from the base, and you put him in your KO zone, and then you modify Gambit's combat values +1 for the rest of the game. And actually, you know what?
Oh, that's a bold
You
statement
also-
from a man who smells like regular soap.
You also could just do that in the beginning. So you could just sacrifice Nort at the beginning, KO him right away. So you lose the chance to eliminate the damage, but you just don't have to look at Nort's stupid face, and you can just get the +1 combat values for Gambit. So that's my duos figure.
Well, your lack of brute is showing. That's just ridiculous. No, it needs to be like a great duo figure that comes together, because nothing is better for Gambit than Nort, because now all of a sudden Gambit can be a threat to someone like Captain America, and you don't make a Nort Pog. If anything, Gambit though is the one that dies. So we're gonna use this like this the rogue that modifies the stats +1 when Gambit dies. Is I think the best way it should do, because I think these characters both complement each other, and it's
Gambit's not going to compliment Nord at all.
well, because Gambit doesn't compliment anyone. I'm trying to get something out of Gambit here. All right.
I just Googled, is Nort dead? And it said, no, Nort is not dead. So that sucks. You can keep going, though.
Go ahead and Google that. Yeah, is Gambit dead?
He's coming back in season 2.
Okay, as a ghost. Oh, he's going to be a Force ghost?
He will be a horseman. Finish your duo figure, Miles.
I'm just flabbergasted. Just give me a second.
Come on.
Okay.
Finish it.
I'm talking with Alan here. I just told you that. I think that was.
You need to have an opinion of your own. Don't rely on AI. No, you asked AI.
I did not. I just want to think it'd be funny. No, I think the real thing is that it would be real cool to make even both Pogs. I don't think you just need to kill Nort to kill Nort. I mean, Nort has won more events than Gambit. So in game, it's not even close. We could like throw in some card things, get some range combat expert, get some energy explosion. The cool thing is that they can't be outwitted because it's fucking Nort. Good luck outwitting that thing. You use outwit to target him, you target yourself, and it gets around safeguard outwit. All right, that's how it is.
Stupid face, stupid dumb
because
face.
Sheer,
you can't outwit.
Yeah,
sheer dumb, stupid, ugly face.
But that's what works for him is his sheer incompetence. Like Gambit actually thinks that he's cool and collected.
He is.
Like Nort knows he's a messed up. You know,
Nort knows nothing.
What he is.
Nope, he's a big idiot.
And Nort has saved the world more times
by accident.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have to try. That's the entire point. He doesn't even have to try to save the world. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have, I think, some nice running shot, and afterwards you can make an attack. I think it's a penetrating energy explosion. He can then set up like constructs to just get ready to explode.
Makes a hammer construct and it falls on his face.
Yeah, and then it explodes, killing the Gambit. Yeah, just yeah. I don't know. I think that there's really something there. It's called the Cajun and the Canine. Let's go with that.
You did not come up with that yourself.
No, I didn't. I thought it was funny. This is what they says. The Cajun and the Canine. You're gonna choose one. You're gonna deal 2 penetrating damage to an opposing character within range and line of fire.
Or Nort.
Generate a light object or generate a hindering trait marker. If Nort and Gambit are both within 4 squares of the chosen effect, improve it by +1. That's it.
I want to generate a Nort's head light object.
We can make that happen. I have extra Nort heads. I did make some Scott Norters.
What else can you tell me about Nort's head?
Well, it's shaped like a dog. He did have fleas at one point.
I bet he did.
When he became a giant dog, he did. It's when he was related. He's, but not just like any fleas. It was a larv fleas, his cousin.
Damn it. All right, we're going to go on to the next one. What would you say were the biggest positive and negative takeaways from Nats this year? Things that should be implemented and not implemented in tournaments going forward. Positives, I would say the elements that were addressed going into Nats, like some of the one-shots and the characters that abused damaging themselves, that was a huge positive. The events at Nats were super smooth. I would say there was a good breakdown of events. And I don't think there was really any issues all weekend. It was a pretty chill weekend. Negatives, map menu choices, no big maps in silver, and no neoprenes, and that Beetlejuiceburg was allowed to win another event. Miles, positives and negatives.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate to see that Juice wasn't addressed, but I mean, it is what it is. The positives for sure, I think, was the streaming, despite having crappy connection. Calder really went out of his way. Commentaries a little miss, but he's trying. I mean, if you're like want to look at the word like what trier is, I think Calder is great at trying. So the streaming was how I was able to experience it, and so that was definitely my favorite part. He tried so hard. Yeah. No, the staleness of those dumb two stupid maps that I kept seeing over and over and during stream. It was Vibranium Mines and Island Prison. I hated it.
That's fair. Pete, what would you say? Positives and negatives?
Positives overall, the Clix community shows up, and it seems like everybody had a pretty good time, and got to play and hang out. That's about as much as I can come up with. Negatives, the map menu's not a good idea in any way, shape, or form. It's just not, especially in silver. Like that's a way to kill a format, that idea. And yeah, that's my 2 cents about that.
If there's anything else I think I would like to see, and at Worlds, I think this is more possible, but just more side events that are a little better. I do think the side events were a little lackluster. There was just like a little tiny pulp event and modern events were running, but they were not very big hits. So, and that could have been too just based off of attendance.
Was there like a space issue there? Or
No, we were good the whole weekend. One thing I will say though that I forgot to mention, Silver had, I think it was 10 more people than it did last year. Team Sealed had 3 more teams than it did last year, and Modern was down 1 attendee, I think. 1 or 2. So Modern was the only thing that was smaller than the year before, which to me says a lot. All right, let's go to Mark Bird. Strength of schedule once again showing DGen to be the best podcast out there. Thank you, Mark. I'm sure your set review will help change my mindset, but Fight for Gotham is feeling like a buy single set. Do you think the Vault Booster contents will be more sought after than the chases in this set? I'm actually surprised to see the negativity from people on this set. I think it looks like it's going to offer a lot for competitive play. I suppose a lot of the hype is in the Vault Boosters, and those potentially could be more limited and more sought after once the set is not the newest set. Kind of like what we mentioned in earlier episodes, though. Maybe we see them as prizing in the future, kind of like what Chase Boosters have become. So there's always the potential that that changes their availability. But time will tell on that. Miles?
Yeah, I think this set is really good. It is almost looking like a buy single set, but that's only if you're not trying to get like any of the generics or anything like that. I think that this is a set that if you like what this set brings, then for sure, you get it. But I mean, there's a lot to like here for sure. There's a few things that we're still waiting on, but I mean, overall, it does seem like a really good set. I do actually like that Blackfire. I just wish that the the defense power was a stop click. But overall, though, this set does the cyborg. I don't think people realize how insane that piece is going to be.
Yeah, it's not unique either, right?
No, that's what's insane. Yeah. So you just play 2 of them. Like, all right, we're going to go ahead and move this figure 8, place this figure 8 squares away. Insane. Or I guess 10 if you're like a 2x2. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of hate for Wally. Don't believe that. But Wally's hype is real. He gives improved targeting characters for 30 points. Yeah, he's not and I know that they hate the sculpt reuse, but like, let's be honest, like this sculpt reuse for this figure, which has been the hot topic, like this is an iconic HeroClix sculpt for Flash. So for every one person that hates it, there's like 5 or 6 that love it. And yeah, there's a lot to like from this set. There's also a lot to not like if it's not your cup of tea. I don't think this is a must-buy set, but it's pretty close. And yeah, the Vault Boosters are just insane. It's unfortunate that's the only place to get the equipment. So the equipment's going to be feast or famine real quick.
Pete, what about you?
I think the Vault Boosters are going to be more important, but I think there's a lot of things in the main set that are still like really, really good. So I don't know. I always have a hard time with like a lot of negativity before a set drops. or even like to do a review. I have not read every piece by any stretch of the imagination, so I'll take a wait and see attitude with it. But I think the ball boosters are still going to be competitively more important.
Well, I know my biggest complaint with the Venom set was the point values on the pieces, and they did a lot of cool things. They were just overcosted. It seems like this set has the same cool abilities. It's definitely not a plain set, but the point costs look better. That's just my takeaway so far, but we'll do a deep dive when we go into the set review. With the success of Beetlejuiceburg at Origins, should everyone brace for the resurgence, or do you think we will see people try to plan more for that matchup with the expectation that others will feel inspired? He hasn't gone away, and now he's probably going to see more play as people try to recreate the success that the top two teams had, so it's going to get worse before it gets better.
It's not going to get better till after Worlds. He's not going anywhere competitively. We've had so many sets and so many opportunities, and what was the thing that caused him the most problems? Prime Rogue.
If that.
Right. So you're looking at basically variations of those 200-point figures, and that's unless something else crazy comes out, but I don't think there is, right? You have a free action, forget it.
We called this like right after Worlds or right before Worlds. They asked, so I forgot who it was. Someone asked like, what's going to be the next big bad post Worlds? It's Juice. Like we saw this last year at Nationals. It's Juice, and Nationals is always that weird area. It's like, is this going to be when Juice and Ganrak really pick up, or like? I think this is also a lot easier to pilot and play, as people saw, and cheaper than the with this SOV team from Nationals last year. So I think that's really why a lot of people didn't play that. And so we'd have the very possibility of having, compared to 9, probably have like 30 plus of these builds for Worlds, with just because this is the point click team. This is the smash and bash, like of smash and bash.
Yeah.
And get used to it. I mean, we warned everyone. We said it. What's going to be the biggest, baddest piece? Like what you need to worry about post Worlds? It's Beetlejuice, and it's because there's Pegasus capping him, and now it's Egan racking him. So,
thoughts on a public poll from WizKids for map feedback for the map menu, more specifically for players to vote 2 maps they want to have access to and 1 map they wouldn't. Potentially be interesting data, even if not driven by WizKids. I think it's a valid way to have a better map menu. If there absolutely has to be one. I don't think it did anything except make some different maps just be the most played ones. So I don't really know what the end goal really was. But do you really think they even need to have people say that I don't want this one on there? I think even if just voting for 2 or 3 maps and have those on there. But again, I don't even understand what the point of the map menu is. It's limiting.
I don't like
limiting is not good.
Yeah. I think it's fine if you want to do this, and I think it's always good to get data, and I think a vote and a public response to something is always good. But I just honestly think the map menu is so limiting, and honestly just such a bad business choice. Like, so here you go, buy our stuff, but there's a good chance you won't be able to use it. But we're not going to tell you. Surprise!
Play it at home.
Yeah, it's especially like limiting it at Worlds. The maps aren't the problem. Like we saw that. It's like, if anything, like the maps that when there were more maps, first player played one less. So if anything, it helps second player.
Yeah.
This is just it's even, I know it's small sample size, but it's the map menu is not needed when first player doesn't pick the map.
No, and there's nothing wrong with trying something new or bringing something back. But if it doesn't work, don't hold on to it. So I'm hoping that's what they do from this and just are like, well, that didn't work, so let's get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. I have a feeling it's going to take more than one event though to decide to ditch it, but we will see.
And I hope
if they do it again though, we need more than, what was it, 3 weeks? If that was it, 2 weeks? I don't even think it was 3 weeks.
I'm gonna be very, very disappointed disappointed if Worlds has a stupid map menu. You can't have a World Championship and say, sorry, some of these sets could be rotating and you can't play these maps.
Right. Wrestling question without a cliX tie-in today. With WrestleMania being in Saudi Arabia again, Tony Khan is now planning an AEW event to the scope of WWE's WrestleMania. Will any of you make the trip to this massive event if it's close enough? For me, it would have to be really close. It's been so hard to keep up lately. All the different changes and places that it's streaming. So I don't get a chance to really watch much anymore lately, and it's kind of been sad. I didn't watch WrestleMania this year or Royal Rumble or anything.
Yeah, it's a big no for me. I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's not just for that. It's an entire week-long event too. So and it's not cheap. It's not like HeroClix where you might be able to get like an Airbnb cheap or something.
Right.
No, you're going to be paying. Yeah.
Well, so I disagree a little bit there, Miles, because AEW does not the draw the WWE is. So depending on what they're trying to do, like 1 day or 2 day event, you're gonna on average.
AEW will. If it's taking over WrestleMania, it will be WrestleMania level with AEW for sure. Because
you're gonna get 8 to 9 matches per pay-per-view day. Like they have.
Oh no, I'm not just talking about that. He said
Yeah.
like a WrestleMania type event. That's where you had all the indies and everything. The WrestleMania week. That's what I was talking about. Like, I can't afford a WrestleMania. Yeah.
I mean, depending on location and what else is going on, I'd probably strongly consider it. I'm absolutely going to stream it. Absolutely, no matter what. So, as far as traveling to it, I have not traveled. I've actually never traveled to a wrestling event as much as I love wrestling. Like, I've just watched it locally. Like, if it comes to Milwaukee or Chicago, we'll go to it. But I've never gone to another place to watch it.
All right. Going to Dan Powell. Can you talk about the extremely high rate of play of the Bloodstone and what can be done to fix it? So originally, I thought the Bloodstone seemed like a fine counter, but with where the game is now, I think it's absolutely an issue. Again, we're looking at board-wide effects for 10 points. So I think either giving it a range, like a range of 6, or just ban it altogether, because it is now at the point where it's just getting abused. And when you have anything that makes more things unplayable, I think that is worse for the game. I'm going to check how many teams were played it. Miles, what do you think, though?
I think that there's both ends work. Like, I think it's the design flaw. The reason why it's being played so much is, it's used to stop the null thing. It's used with Black Flash. Like, it saw an uptick in play with Black Flash, especially with the Eternity thing. A map-wide effect sucks, but then I know you're a huge fan of the Hydra piece. But, there's the healing is out of hand. So there has to be something. I don't think you just outright ban it. It's like, just like Predation didn't need banned. Maybe you give us more things that can stop people from healing instead of this and a 5.1 shot. Maybe that could be, the thing. Problem is that
what healing do you think is out of hand?
What healing gets out of hand is the healing that can happen from Null, just the insane healing with the Hydra, with those stupid fucking heads.
He's 75 points though, and 80 85 if you play him with Animal Man. He goes down very easy with the loss of those one shots now.
The herb healing,
but both players can heal from that.
I understand that, but that's why I'm not saying that. I'm saying we need more options. This is why I compare it to Predagon. It's like, man, Predagon is being played. Well, because you don't give us anything else that's even comparable. The only thing comparable to the Bloodstone is, you can't heal once. Like, they give us more options to stop the healing. Because on stream, and if you watch the game with Michael Nelson and using Matter Your Lad, like, that's once you got rid of that Bloodstone, like it was game over. It was insane. And you can talk about not taking free actions, not doing that. You know what's worse than that is dealing 3 damage, but he was able to get so many rolls that even though you dealt 3, he's going to deal 3 to you and then heal 5. That is,
that's the design of one character again. So we're talking about because
I understand this, but this is why I said that we need more options than just Bloodstone.
Hydra is 5 clicks, and you're probably putting Animal Man on him, so he's 85 for 5 clicks.
I'm saying though that we need more options than just Bloodstone, so we don't have to have this conversation. It's a design issue, but they also need to also rein in these stupid tent poles. The tent poles, I think, are worse. I just hate tent poles. Period. That's just, I know some people like them. I can't stand tent poles, and then when they make them god tier, it's just ridiculous. Those are the most unfun games I've ever played is against tent poles.
So out of 67 people that played in U.S. Nationals,
2 played null.
41 of those teams had Bloodstone on it. It was the second. That's it? That was the second most.
I'm surprised.
First place was...
Yeah, I was surprised that only 40 of 69. Yeah,
first place was Animal Man at 49. And then it goes from 49 teams to 41 teams with the Bloodstone. And then third was 28 with the Ring of TK. That's a huge drop.
It is. No, we just need ways to deal with healing, because healing can get out of hand. We've seen that when people are able to use, with the healing. And I'm going to tell you this right now. We just showed something. That cyborg, that thing, Bloodstone stops that stupid tech. And this is the problem where we need more things like Bloodstone. Because it's when a friendly character is healed by Titans. So they can't heal. So you can't do that dumb crap, because that gets out of hand very quickly. So this does stop more than just this is going to be stopping things that are coming out that's not even being looked at that would just be game changers. Because you don't have to be adjacent to Cyborg to be able
putting
to do
a Bloodstone 16 squares away from somebody should not stop them from healing their team.
I know. I'm saying we need more options than just the Bloodstone, but there's a reason why the Bloodstone, I don't think it needs to be banned, is because what it curbs. We need more options. I agree.
It needs a range, or it needs to go, because it's not good for the game with what it's at. So Silver was
at range, totally fine with
39 teams.
I don't think it can be banned.
Well, it's just like Juice. You get them close, and now you can actually deal with them, and you can take your free actions before you have to deal with them. So this would be fine too. If you can do your healing before, or you have to get out of the range of whoever's holding it, now you have a little bit of strategy that is into that whole thing where you have to decide, do I go in? Do I stay out? Do I do this before I go in? And that to me is way more manageable. Bloodstone was 39 teams play, or 39 people played in Silver, and Bloodstone was the number 1 object at 14. So a little lower as far as the percentage goes, but still the number 1 object, and a 76.9 win rate.
No, it's like emotional modifier. You needed to use that, to give yourself battle fury. It was the design and the meta dictates why Bloodstone's being overplayed.
Right, but why did you? So you had to play emo mod so that you didn't get mind control and lose, right? Bloodstone is so that the other player can't heal. So the difference there is defensive versus offensive, and affecting something from across the map.
I understand you can use it offensively with the speedsters, but it also stops you being able. It also helps you deal with the tent poles. You take this out. There's so much that you're going to have to try and deal with. You can't build a team that can beat with Juice and then also deal with Null. This Bloodstone gives you the ability to be able to deal with multiple things. And because you can't just, that's why I said it's a necessary evil. Yes, switch it to a range. That'd be totally fine. I think banning it outright is just, is one of the worst things that can happen.
Would you rather it
Map wide effects suck.
Would you rather it
I
get
don't-
banned or not addressed at all?
Not addressed at all. If
Pete-
I had to choose between those two options, absolutely.
Pete, what's your take?
If my two choices are ban it or not have it addressed, I would not have it addressed. Of all the things that are happening in HeroClix, I think the Bloodstone is a little bit of a problem, but it's not the most problem. I think I agree completely with what you guys have said. Board wide effects are ridiculous. So for 10 points to have that kind of board wide effect is just honestly ludicrous. Even if you gave it an 8 range for 10 points, I find that a lot more palatable than a board wide effect. Like board wide effects are they're the same problem as self-damaging things with one shots or self-activating stop clicks or anything else. Like it should not be something that happens. And if it does happen, it should come off of a piece that is so ridiculously expensive that's the only way that piece gets played, like Phoenix Force Thor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't, like 10 points for that to shut down healing or make it one less. Sure, within a certain amount of like space, not by itself. And I agree with Miles. You need other things that shut down healing. Healing is so available now that you need other things that do it just in a different manner. But they should all be within a certain range or adjacent, right?
Yeah.
Like steal energy happens when you hit adjacent, so have something that shuts it down adjacent. Like there should be, for every play there should be a counter play, but you can't, there should be no version of this where you have one thing that's so overpowering you have to play it constantly. But at the same time, that 10-point piece is the only reason you could possibly compete with a Beetlejuice and a Null team at the same time, or 10 points on equipment.
What would your go-to fix be?
I would just give it a range. Honestly, I think 6 is probably about right. I think 8 is too much. I think 4 is too limited. I think 6 for 10 points feels about right.
Do you think that the interaction with Black Flash is okay if you do give it a range?
No, I don't think that was ever intended to go that way.
Miles, what about you? I agree with that.
I think
No, Black Flash should not interact with it, and neither should Harley. Yeah, that's absolutely. I think that all I can do is like they heal one less on their turn. That sounds good, but then Noel's able to still get his things. I think Noel's healing is what gets out of hand. I think there's other ways that other figures can. But those should
that's another thing we were talking about before. Is if you're gonna have an effect that says like just blanket wide no healing, then it should also be for your team too. Just no healing, period.
Yeah, I'd be fine. You can still give it regeneration. It just says, yeah.
But I would like to see the
all characters heal, including this character.
The range on there.
I agree.
Pete, were you gonna say something else?
no, that's it.
Okay.
I agree.
Rob Peterson, what do you think of half of Ollie's BR finals opponents being confirmed cheaters? Side note, super sad that Ollie didn't win, but glad that if it wasn't him, the right person won. All I'm going to say is that I am very happy Ollie played with integrity, and I'm very proud of him. I'd like to see some changes to how the whole BR championship is figured out, though. But he did everything he could, and I think he did a great job to get there.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? I think that, we've talked ad nauseum about it, and, it feels as if, nothing happens. Go figure. But yeah, Ollie did exactly what he needed to do. He didn't let that bother him. He did what he does, and that's play cliques. And I think the best part about it is that we had a 9-year-old in the finals with 3 adults. And so even though he got 4th place, in those 20 plus games that he played leading up to that, he showed everyone why he's Kid Chaos. And he ruined a lot of adults' days.
He was running the tables. Yeah, every day. He ended the day in first. We have Matt Zielinski. Why is nothing happening to cheaters? Why does WizKids gloss over a judge encouraging cheating? Is this an East Coast thing? I would just say keep being vocal and give it a little bit more time. There's definitely more attention being drawn to shady gameplay, and I think if you keep bringing light to it, there will be changes in the future. But it kind of feels like the reset button was hit on a lot of this stuff. Miles.
Yeah, we have Ian. This is his first event. I asked him. He said he had loads of fun. I do love the fact that we had 10 to 20 people ask him about this job potentially getting in the way of him going to see penguins, and I will say yes, it did. He loves penguins, but he loves HeroClix more. So, yeah, and let's give some of them a chance. I do know that it does suck. It really does, because it feels like nothing's happening. But if anyone's ever worked a corporate job or anything, they know that it takes a long time for things to get done. So, if we're talking about the same stuff and the same people a year from now, I think then it's time to say, okay, now we're going to hear pitchforks. I think it's time to, start seeing some event bans and everything, especially when people have been kicked out of events and stuff before. So
yeah, just keep being vocal. What about you, Pete?
I still just want to document. I want a clear thing that addresses integrity and addresses collusion and addresses cheating. I think that people know who and what's happened. I don't think that falls on WizKids to deal with past transgressions, but I think WizKids need to address potential future ones. And I think give this new group a time to kind of hear the problems and fix the problems, because they honestly seem to be pretty responsive so far in my world.
Actually, that's a really good point. I think it's everybody wants people punished for things that they've done in the past. And it's very hard to go back and say, last year you did this, so now you can't come to this event, even though you've been to 3 events since. So I think, like I said, if there is continued behavior with this new stance, I think then you're going to start seeing more things done. But it seems like, to me, people remember, but they're hitting the reset button on all that stuff and letting people now, with that knowledge that this isn't going to be okay, even though they should have known in the first place, things will start being done.
I like a redemption story. I think people should be given a second chance, and maybe sometimes more than that. But I think there still needs to be like a definitive thing of like this: if you do X, and the judge deems that you did it, this is what happens.
Yeah.
Like, put it in writing. Like, stop. And it's like the new comprehensive rule book. Like, what are we doing? Like, just put out a document. Just be done with it. Stand up for the integrity of your game, and stand up for your players that preserve the integrity of your game.
Yeah, don't worry about making like 2 people mad because you had to do it. There's people that just don't, when they hear about this and they're contemplating like going back to events. Like, it sucks that they don't want to because of certain individuals. Yeah, the integrity is the biggest thing. That's the only thing that we really have, and that's don't be scared to hurt someone's feelings by telling them no. Sorry, like you gotta do it.
Agreed. We have Anthony Barnstable. Can you tell us more about the exciting news of Ryan joining CCO? It's still pretty new. Either next week or the week after, I think we'll talk a little bit more about CCO. And then last we have Ryan Bookwood.
Oh, I do want to say something.
Okay,
I do.
Okay.
Damn it, I'm not going to disagree with you again.
All right.
And I'm going to be nice to you. And I hate doing all of this.
Well, now I'm.
But I want to tell you, congratulations. Congratulations. This is a position that you have worked very hard for. And somebody else, not me, is probably proud of you. I think, as always, you've done a very adequate job at most things. Well, good job.
Thanks.
I'm very proud of him being adequate. I think sometimes being adequate is
exceptionally adequate, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
Yep.
All right. Last we have Ryan Bookwood. After using Orb of Agamotto to crush you last night, I realized how broken it is. How long until it hits the ban list in Modern or Silver? So our local tryhard came in hot last night. It was a 500 Golden Age event.
I saw his team.
Right.
There was nothing on the top 50 meta.
Are you serious? For silver? Everyone else brought a fun team.
Oh, it's silver.
Bookwood brings a Justice League team. Every single piece I've played against in high-level tournament matchups. And then for some reason, he needed to play...
That sounds very Bookwood-like.
Right, exactly. And then for some reason, he needs to play the Orb of Agamotto to realize how dumb it is. He couldn't just read it and be like, oh, I probably shouldn't just play this when we're having some fun. So what he does, he wins map roll, and the first thing he does is he just outwits the defense on my big piece. I played the 125-point rogue from X-Men 97. Not the Prime. No Prime on my team. Just the 127.1. So he outwits her defense and then brings over the starter Superman that just makes attacks when he moves. Oh, and guess what? He had the Hell Cycle so he can keep hitting. So that was a great game.
So I think you just hit the nail on the head. Exactly why pieces like the Orb are made. Because you're having people make it that aren't playing it. And they go, that's fine. And then you have book like, yes, it can't be that good. Let me try it. Like this, there's two kinds of people out that play this game. So some people like, yeah, I don't see it, and they need to read it. And then other ones are like, how the hell was this made? They don't even need to play it. It's broken. And I think Bookwood is the vast majority of HeroClix players and HeroClix designers. It's good. Because they usually play Monday games or whatever. Yes, Orb's totally fine. But this is what actually happened. I think Bookwood might be part of this. I think someone local to you might be part of who created this. Because let's look at it, okay? You play equipped characters. You also play mystical characters. This Orb says fuck both those. So, this is the biggest anti-Redman terrain piece I've ever had. And so I totally understand why you hate it.
It's very true.
Oh, Madam
Bookwood
Redman?
Report is not dead, Redman!
Damn! I guess you don't have senses. You're dead.
Yeah, see?
I don't even need line fire to you. I'm just outwitting your senses from out here. You should have had mystical.
Yeah, here's the thing what I'm going to take from this. Bookwood counterbuilt you. Like, it's mystical. It's going on everything for 5 points.
That's not counterbuilding.
And if it fucks up Madam Webman, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I bet.
Fuck it, piece.
Yeah, how does that feel? 5 points to make mystical shit.
Are you sure Bookwood didn't have a 1,500 point team and you didn't realize it?
No, I was
That's the other thing you
ready for the game to be over real quick. My other games are fun.
He did say that against you, he was playing World's Finest at 175.
I'm so sad I missed Sweaty Bookwood on a random Monday.
Yep. Choices were made, and choices will be made next time he comes. His next question: with your introduction into the CCO, what changes can we expect to see and/or shakeups from what we already know? Yeah, in the next 2 weeks, we'll probably talk a little bit more about CCO stuff. So stay tuned.
Yeah, that's not what he wants to talk about. That's not what he wants to hear. This is what he wants to hear. All right, this is what's going to happen. Requirement at every CCO for every round. You're going to pound a white Monster energy drink. Period. You don't have an option. Okay. 2, sleeves are not allowed at CCO sponsored events. 3, paper maps are banned. Period. That's what's happening. Dictator Redman out.
Do you think we will ever see a Highlander rule implemented into Modern? Just makes thematic sense. Not in Standard Modern, but I would be all for it. But I don't see them ever doing that.
No. They saw it and they're like, man, these common chases just aren't seeing play. Why aren't they being played? I know, they're unique. All right, next one, let's make it not unique.
Well, that is quite the conclusion to come to. That people aren't playing more than one unique.
Yeah.
Pete, do you
if
have
I can't play 2 of them, I'm not going to play them.
Yes. Pete, do you have any insight?
No, actually, I really don't.
Great.
I don't know what's going on most of the time.
Then we'll move to Bookwood's last question. Will we see the Bookwood format introduced to CCO events now? I can positively say never. No.
Never say never. I agree.
No, that's not it. Bookwood format will never
Why
exist
are you shutting down a format as good as the Bookwood format?
because it's terrible.
If you can play, you take 4 100-point pieces, or you play a 300-point team. I think there's real growth there.
Well, we can not talk about it later too.
Yeah, just think about it, because if that means that you can play the Double E Ganrak and Juice team, but you're going to be going against a 400-point team.
And probably still losing.
Maybe.
Probably.
All right, final thoughts.
I don't know. I had a great time. I was unfortunate that I wasn't able to make it. So we do have an event coming out here. Nicholas Ballou, one of the Juiceburg players, he has decided that he is going to be making his way out here. So he's about to get wrecked by some P&W. There's no juice allowed.
Can't wait.
So, yeah.
Pete?
Origins seem pretty cool. I think there's things that they tried that I don't think work, like the map menu. So hopefully that goes away. And, I'm just counting down the days until Beetlejuiceburg is no longer part of HeroClix.
I had a good time seeing everyone. Wasn't my best event, but it's always nice to hang out and talk to people. I am looking forward to getting some rest and recovering so I can actually feel like myself again next week. And remember,
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya!
Click it!
Get wrecked, birds.
Who am I supposed to vote for? Am I supposed to vote for the Democrat who's going to blast me in the ass, or the Republican who's blasting my ass?
Politics is just all one big ass
It is a
blast.
coast to coast,
your ass blast.
nationwide
You know
ass
what?
blasting.
No more.
This is Debate 2004 with your host, Jim Lehrer. Welcome to the cable access televised debate between a giant douche and a turd sandwich. We'll start with giant douche. Sir, some students and parents are reluctant to have a giant douche represent them. What do you say to those people? Jim, first of all, I would like to thank you for monitoring this debate. And I would like to thank all of the students and their parents for coming.
Suck up! Suck up! Shh! What? That's an obvious suck up move.
But I would hope that those students and their parents who question my qualities would simply look at my opponent. He is a turd sandwich.
You're a turd sandwich.
No, sir, if you'll pardon me, you are in fact the turd sandwich.
You're a turd sandwich.
Sir, you are a turd sandwich.
You're a turd sandwich.
Turd sandwich, I will ask you not to speak out of turn.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Anyway, as I was saying, wait, I forgot what I was saying.
Ha! What a douche.
Alright, turd sandwich, this next question is for you. How should South Park Elementary enforce its laws of conduct for young athletes during sporting events?
My opponent wouldn't even know the answer to that question. If you ask him the same question, he would not answer it. He would stand around and just babble on and on about nothing until finally he was saved by the buzzer.
Your time is up, turd.
I learned that I better get used to having to pick between a douche and a turd sandwich because it's usually the choice I'll have.
He's going to vote! He's going to vote! He's going to vote! Let's get out and vote! Let's make our voices heard! We've been given the right to choose between a douche and a turd. It's democracy in action. Put your freedom to the test. A big fat turd or a stupid douche. Which do you like best? Stan's vote brings the total votes for Turd Sandwich to 36. And Giant Douche has 1,410. Giant Douche still wins.
Dude, so my vote didn't even really matter.
Hey, that's not true, Stan.
You can't judge the merits of voting on whether or not your candidate won.
Your vote still mattered.
Just didn't care this time because it was between a giant douche and a turd sandwich.
But Stan, don't you know? It's always between a giant douche and a turd sandwich.
Hello, sir. I'm with the Gallup poll. We're trying to get a read on how people will be voting in the upcoming presidential election.
Oh, okay.
Great. And will you be voting for the giant douche or the turd sandwich?
Well, this is usually a giant douche household, but we are going firmly with the turd sandwich.
Oh, the turd sandwich, huh?
That's right. You can put my wife and I both down for turd sandwich.
Well, good luck with that. So far, giant douche is leading in the polls.
What? What the hell is wrong with people? They really think that a giant douche should be president? It's insane!
Why'd you say I'd be voting for the turd sandwich, Randy? You haven't even talked to me about it.
You can't possibly be thinking about voting for the douche! What's wrong with you?
I just don't understand why every 4 years you people freak out over whether to vote for a giant douche or a turd sandwich.
Because we're Americans? 'Cause this is America?
Why are we doing this again? Why are we back to giant douche and turd sandwich?
Cynical. Cynical, man. You just think everything and everyone is dumb, huh? 'Cause you're a nihilist.
It's nihilist.
See, you're such a nihilist. Newest Gallup poll results are in, and they show Giant Douche to be leading Turd Sandwich by nearly 10%.